I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. Hello, everybody. It's Dark Side Phil. I need that money to pay my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill. Stupid fucking trolls, man. I just want to chill. I rock back and forth on the X and Y axis. Tip me so I could catch up on back taxes, making large stacks, refunding chargebacks, and my laugh sounds like act. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bit bitch. Raise your hands in the air. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bit bitch. Raise your hands in the air. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. I want to have chill streams. No Detractor memes, bathroom breaks, playing WWE, relaxing chill session of Street Fighter 3. Like I'm getting my vibe back from 2017. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bit bitch. Raise your hands in the air. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bit bitch. Raise your hands in the air. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. I need that money. I really, really do. I need that money. I really need that money. Really need that money. Really, that money. That money. I'm the one who operated a successful YouTube channel. I'm the one who just filed for bankruptcy. I'm the one who didn't pay my taxes. I'm the one. Me. I'm the one who masturbated in front of children. I'm the one who got 4th place at Evo. I'm the one with a 10-year legacy. I'm the one. Me. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bit bitch. Raise your hands in the air. 50 bitch here, 50 bitch there, 50 bit bitch. Raise your hands in the air. I need that money. I really do. I need that money to pay my bills, the electric bill, the internet bill, the condo fees, my mortgage, my taxes, my back taxes, my current taxes, my state taxes, my federal taxes, my tax attorney, my tax guy, my tax accountant, my bankruptcy lawyer, all of my credit cards, my new setup, and a new laptop, PS5, gin, bowl of ramen, WWE champion.
How's it going? Give me a sec for me to sit up. All right, let's see. What do we... Yeah. Hello. How's it going? And yes, Aqua Teal, yes, it's yeah, only pre-stream today. I'm not doing DSP versus the internet no more. I learned my lesson. I'm done doing that stuff. Yeah, big ups Hate Army Watch.
To this deadly chain. Just keep pulling them towards you. Look.
Stop that. Stop doing that.
Jeez. This game is something else.
Those without it into joining their flock. I'd been looking into their activities in hope of sparing the refugees any further hardship.
What are you doing?
But it seems they've already stooped even lower than I'd feared. Hans is a good lad. Don't blame him for what they've made him do. If he and his friends hadn't agreed to work for the stones, some other poor souls
In the
would have.
name of God, what the fuck is he doing?
Most likely. Clive, was it? My sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the same thing.
He thinks he's funny. That's the thing. He thinks he's funny. It's like, all this really does, this just shows how, yeah, Aqua Saber, I agree. He just quit this game. This really shows that he just does not care about this game. You know. Yeah, punch me in the face, call sign. Yeah. yeah, he cannot stand this game. It's like, and like he doesn't get that. Yeah, like this is. It's not even funny. What the fuck is this?
Oh, I got a meteorite piece for that quest. Wow. I totally don't have like 70, 80 of those in my fucking pocket already.
And I make Boklad a safe place again.
All right then.
All right then.
Okay, let's go do something.
Oh yeah.
No, oh, hold on. We gotta talk.
He hates the game. Yeah.
Don't worry.
Oh no, no.
you, Tom.
You see, and he thinks that this is like quality entertainment. People should pay money for this.
I tried following the monsters, stopped me halfway down the trail. Said they'd string me up.
God, yeah, look at this. Look at 30, 16 bucks. You know, if we take away the 1 minute man, you're talking 16 bucks in non-phantom money. Will you shut the fuck up, Phil?
Ready? Oh yeah, here we go. Oh yes, and then. Oh yeah. Oh yes. Oh yes. 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 Yeah. Wow.
I doubt these were the ringleaders.
But at least we know we're on the right track.
Alright, here we go. Ready? Oh yeah. And time for rapid punches. Whoopsie. Whoopsie whoopsie. Whoa.
See, here's the thing I have to say about that. He expects the game to entertain him. So he cares not about his fan base, he just wants to do this. Because what if his fans find that annoying? Doesn't matter.
Foot soldiers.
Very nice.
Viewer now.
My best classic Mortal Kombat impressions.
Yeah. Yeah, he thinks he's streaming for people in their 30s and 40s. Yeah, mashing jump art number 2 level gameplay. Yeah, that was is DSP preparing to show fake emails? Probably. He won't show the real emails. He'll hide those emails. So yeah, I'm not gonna. And besides, I'm not going to do the react for that one, for the Machinima one. Like, if you want to watch that, hopefully Tevin will do it, because somebody who will do it who has more knowledge about that era of Phil, which I don't.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort.
I know that was rough.
Drip, snort.
I got the drip. Go.
All right, guys, so we're going to continue another hour. Thanks for being a chill audience. Looks like we'll finally get some stuff going on in the game.
He wants chill stream.
If you're here and you're relaxing and you're chilling, you're enjoying the vibe, if you could support the stream in some way, as simple as giving it a like. We're at 58 likes. We try to get 100 on every stream. If we get 100, I'll do a little bubble blow. But it would be great if we could hit 100 likes. Outside of that, anything is appreciated. Super chat, a membership, or gifted membership, or a tip. So far today, we have no memberships whatsoever. And the tips have been sitting there at 36 for a while. It'd be great if we can maybe hit at least the tier 1 tips goal today. Thank you in advance to anyone who supports this. All right. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I saw the data from JG as well.
Button import.
You'll get nothing and like
And part of this, I think, is because of stuff like Final Fantasy and Zelda, where it's obvious that he just won't, like, he won't give the game the benefit of the doubt.
Shit. Look at this. Triple punch.
Why support a game he's clearly not
Look
enjoying?
at that. How you like some damage? Do you like damage? I enjoy damage. Do you like damage when I push buttons like this? Do you like the damage when I do this? Wow, that's some great combat. Well designed, well polished combat right there. Oh yeah. Ooh, I have the favor of Earth wind up. Look at this.
Why is he behaving
yeah,
like such a
increases
clown?
wind up
I
damage
mean,
by 10%. Oh my god. What an epic boss.
and yeah, Oxer, yeah. You got Unsuck,
really meaningful.
These beasts,
Unsuck,
they're getting stronger.
Unsuck Omaro
We can
pushing
think
back.
about
Yeah,
them
there
later.
have been a lot of people pushing back on him.
Right now, there's only
He
one
needs to
thing
just
we
stop
need to
playing this
focus
game.
on.
The
It's so
heart.
obvious he's doing all this shit because he doesn't want to play this game. He was shitting on it because they used a
All right.
fusion dance.
I think
from
this is a good time to split the
DBZ.
part. Looks like we're going to have another hour of big story here where we're likely going to be rushing down and attacking the Mother Crystal and probably have a big icon fight with
He hasn't
Bahamut, I would
played
guess.
these again once he beats
Thanks for watching.
them,
Let's
so he never sees
take
how
a brief break. Be
combat
right
is
back.
supposed to be.
All right, yes, guys, it is time for the break of the stream. This will be about a 15-minute
time
break.
break.
So everyone stretch your legs. Do what you need to do. I'll be using the restroom and stretching my legs. It would
Well
be great
called.
when we come back if we could hit that tier 1 tips goal. Look how close we are. We're $6 away, and of course, Gunner Glasses is a reward if
Yeah,
we hit it.
yeah.
But outside of that,
Oh,
anything else today is greatly
hasn't been doing,
appreciated.
like, the
If we
ones
hit the
that I
100
did for a
likes, we're
while,
at
he
76,
wasn't
that'd be
even
great.
taking a
But everyone,
break.
let's take a break. I'll be back. Okay, guys, I am back. Another hour of Final Fantasy 16 here on the stream. No, I am not using any of the easy mode items. I got the easy mode items at the very beginning of the playthrough, and I was going to equip them, and people in the chat were like, no, those actually are supposed to be, like, items to make the game way easier for, like, for example, journalists or people who basically just want to kind of coast through the game with zero skill and just mash buttons.
Even the first.
So
playthrough,
no,
he
I'm not
doesn't try
using
to
any
figure
of
out
those
any game.
items.
He
Some
finds
people in the
cheese
chat
yells
seem to
them
be
to-
under the impression that I am. No, I am not.
Oh yeah.
I don't have those equipped at all. This is the real game. What I'm doing right now is the actual real game, the actual difficulty. Like, you can't make it any easier or harder. You're stuck playing through the game.
Ow.
100%. No, my auto attack tornado is not an easy mode ability. It's an ultimate ability. It's this one right
Yeah,
here.
Falcon,
Look,
I agree.
it's this.
He basically
This is not
is the
easy
game's
mode.
journalist.
This is the
what-
ultimate. These
this
are
is
the
what
ultimate
he kind of
abilities.
wants.
Flames of Rebirth, Aerial Blast, Judgment Bolt, and Earth and Fury are
The
the
thing
ultimate
about it,
abilities
Mallory,
of
is
each
if you look
icon.
at
These
this,
are standard
just like
abilities that
Zelda,
you have in the
he
main
was- he
game. These are
just
not easy
didn't
mode
really wanna
abilities. You have
play.
no idea what
He
you're talking
basically
about.
was hoping that this would just
At
roll,
all.
the money would.
Unbiased fan. I think you're an idiot.
Wow. Okay, Phil.
He says, oh, I think it's easy mode because you don't have to do anything but watch and attack. All right, just shut up. Just shut up. You're trying to... I love it when people
Why am I toxic?
are here and they're trying to say shit like, oh, yeah, he's cheating. He's using the items
You see,
that are making the game easy. He's using the easy mode ability. Shut up. No, I'm not. Why would I... The moment that someone said to me that was an item, for example, what is it called?
yeah, no, yeah.
It's down
Everybody
here,
is
isn't
like,
it?
shut
I
up,
don't even know where they
question
are.
me.
Is this it? Yeah, here they are, right? Yeah, when equipped, Clive will automatically use a potion when his HP falls below a certain point. When equipped, complex ability combinations can be executed by just pressing square. When equipped, Clive automatically evades attacks. When equipped, time slows before an available enemy attack. I'm not equipped though with those. Those are the easy mode items from the beginning of the game. I've never used one of them. So, enough with that. And again, sadly, there's no, what do you call it? There's no harder difficulty in the game. Okay? We have to beat the whole game, and then there's kind of, I guess, a new game plus that's harder. So I am playing on
He will
the
never play New
intended
Game
difficulty.
Plus.
There's no way to
Credits
make the game harder.
done. Game over.
I'm using all the
Done.
abilities that are standard in the game for you to be used. So I don't want to hear any baloney. This is how the
Wow.
game is. Blame the game devs if you think the game's too easy. It's them, not me. Okay?
Wow. Blame the game devs. It's them, not me. Holy shit. Oh, look. Oh, they got the little sprites for your party members. Oh, that's adorable. Yeah. Yeah, he won't play games on hard mode anyway. He'll never play new game or post game unless he's got 2K from Dents and he still needs to rake in 115 streak. I mean, at this point, what's happened is that all that Jinx money is probably gone now. He used it all up. And now, he's wondering where all that money is. See, I was talking to JG. I was wondering, it maybe maybe Ryan's bipolar, and that was a big manic episode, and he overextended himself. That's my working theory right now. That he way overextended himself. That Ryan way overextended himself, and now is basically at a point where he can't afford to keep doing this. Yeah, record another $1,000 spent. Yeah, Flutter Dark. It really is the idea that he is just an addict at this point, and it's going to hurt him. That's why he wants this refinancing. He's not going to get it. He thinks he's a smart guy. Thinks he's smart, but the guy was implying that ability is a press a button to win. Yeah, and he can't do anything about it because he needs those press a button to win.
The game marks it about the health bar if you have M equipped anyway. There's no way to hide it, says Ellipsine. Oh, so you're saying the game would outright state if you had those items equipped regardless. Okay, gotcha. It's just dumb. Again, everyone, you know, don't ever. Okay, gotcha. It's just dumb. Again, everyone.
Wind up Raging Fists. Arrow Blast, Rook's Gambit. Okay. Alright, so you have fire, air. Guess that's gonna be earth then.
You know, don't ever say it's something with the game. It's always gotta be something Phil's doing wrong, right? I must actively be doing something wrong if the game is so easy to play. I didn't make the fucking game. I didn't pick easy, I didn't pick normal, I didn't pick, you know, I'm playing the game as intended. It's easy as dirt. It's just simple mode. It's so simple. And you saw the one boss I died to. Why? Because he has an attack that takes a giant chunk of your bar with one hit. So, of course, you know, oh, I didn't know that. All right, well, then redo the boss and heal this time. Okay, easy win.
Of
you
challenge
see?
Any hard mode means you win.
That's the game, guys. Stop defense.
Yeah.
Enough with the defense force for the game.
That's
the game. And I'm not putting up with any bullshit. People trying to say that's me. Like, I did something wrong. I'm just fucking playing the real game. I paid for it like everyone else. Like, you can get it for free.
Calm the fuck down.
And, you know, I'm trying to play it and enjoy it. And, yeah, the combat kind of sucks now. I mean, we're not going to lie. It's pretty boring at this point. Okay?
But that's the thing.
All right.
That's the thing. He's gotten so mad at them because they insinuated it's too easy. It's like, yeah, that one nice guy. This is his, he has basically moved DSP versus the internet to Sundays. But, you know. But yeah, no.
Continuing on. Here we go. By the way, last hour of today's stream. Again, guys, please support the stream if you can. As simple as liking it. Please, we're at 78 likes. Let's get to 100. All right? Members, we're at 538. Let's get a few more members by the end of the stream. 545 is the goal for the day. Let's hit 540 by the end of the stream. Tips, I mean, dude, it's $6 to hit the tier 1 tips goal. These are easy things you guys sit here enjoying. Please support. All right? All right, let's see if I can do something with my points here.
Yeah, again, you're right, Florida. Why? That was a very hard bet, but yeah, Florida arguments. Why does it matter if he privates the streams? The likes aren't gonna matter. Hell no! I remember hearing like he's out like trying. Oh, you even just say, oh, I'm doing this for the algorithm. Phil, enough people do that, you're gonna get reported for basically trying to get boost false engagement, and oh boy. I don't think they're gonna like that. $41 on GTA 5 shows. Wow.
Brother.
Snort. Code. Drip. Snort. I got the drip. Go.
Hey everyone, good evening. I'm just sitting down and setting up, and I hope we're doing the right thing.
Right. That was something else.
We're gonna figure this out
His
together.
rant about connections being too good.
I'm trying to get the right version of this game for 2 straight days, and it still isn't apparent that I'm getting the right version because apparently they completely screwed up GTA 5 on Xbox Live. I don't know why they did it this way. It's really stupid.
Yeah, I remember seeing that Aqua said he uninstalled the game.
But give me a sec. I'm actually just getting
because he's too dumb to understand. Wait till the game's finished,
and then we can mess around a bit.
Nope, uninstall what I don't need.
Going or not? All right.
And
so
yes, he's got to reinstall it when he wants to play it again.
Well, here we go.
I remember like 30
Hello,
minutes
everyone.
in.
Hello. How's it going? Hello, hello. I hope you're all doing well.
Oh, the camera's now on. Hello.
And I'm trying to get the right version of GTA 5. I just want to show you a little bit about what I'm talking about and why it's all screwed up. So as you can see right now, it's downloading GTA Online, even though I never told it to. And I think that it's doing that because you need to do that to actually get the version of the game that I'm trying to play. I don't know. Just to show you what's happening.
Why'd you uninstall it afterwards?
Since you're all here, I see there's about 200 people here.
Smashing A bit him in the ass
So,
again. Yep,
I
did.
want to play Grand Theft Auto 5,
He
but I
just
want to
mashes
play the Xbox
all the
Series
time.
X
Like
edition.
you could hear that when
right?
he was
So, it's on
like-
Game Pass, and you go to Game Pass, and you go to recently added, and it even lists it here, and you see you got Xbox One version, and you've got the Xbox Series X version, which it claims is installing. Do you see that? So the thing was, this would
yeah,
not
you
work.
don't have to narrate
When
when
I was
it's not
doing this
Super Line
yesterday,
Man.
It wouldn't work at all. We actually did this live on the stream.
Oh yeah, Roddy Boom. Yeah, he has
We clicked
no
on
idea
it,
how to
we
use
clicked
it.
on
Rod no
install,
understand magic box.
and it wouldn't install. Yeah, it wouldn't install at all. It was kind of like not doing it. It just, you click on it and nothing would happen at all.
He should have prepared for this beforehand,
So
but he
what
didn't.
we ended up doing was we ended up
It
going
tells you Phil
to
has the patience of an
store.
adolescent. Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
even worse. He has
He's up
no.
here.
He is like no patience in anything. He is
Hit
just.
search and type it in. As you can see, Grand. You type in Grand Theft, and here's what you get: 1 million versions of the game.
A million.
All right?
See, it's
Now,
a million.
obviously,
It's like
we want the one
that
that's on Game
childish
Pass,
over-exaggeration.
right?
And this, the problem is
So
he
we
can't
clicked
read.
on this.
He can't read because he has so much difficulty. He's having so much difficulty being able just to read the screen. It's like at this point, put your goddamn glasses on, or get glasses that will look good on your face and wear them. Yeah. Yeah. He said, yeah. That's the thing. It's like I always like. I think it was I want to say it was Ravens is the one who always said like he is 40 going on 4. Like he's playing it because it's on Game Pass. Yeah, of course, Flutter Dark, because
And
it's
if you
something
go
he doesn't
here
have to
and you look through
have to
here,
pay for.
Look at this. There's 1 million versions here. Which is the correct one? There's Premium Edition, Premium Edition, White Shark Bundle Edition, Xbox One version, right? This one claims that it has Story Mode Xbox Series S and X.
Yeah, you have
So
to wear
this
glasses.
is actually what we had
his gaming
installed
setup and work setup is
yesterday.
built around that fact.
Okay.
Yeah. This isn't built around the fact that he's
And we had
nearsighted.
clicked on it and we had installed it.
Vision's gotten
so
worse
it did.
over the
It
years.
installed it. All right. Supposedly.
Yeah, attention. He's complete minimal effort, maximum
then,
profit. That is
on my dashboard,
Phil's
this is how it showed up.
in a
Grand
in
Theft
a
Auto
nutshell.
5, Xbox
That
One.
is
It
Phil's
doesn't say Xbox Series X and S, which is supposed to say if
motto.
it's that version. You see? So I feel like the way that they've done this is that you have to
Impossible
download
lost
the Xbox One version first.
And the thing is,
Then
like,
once
he
the
probably started, I
Xbox
think,
One
what,
version
half
is
hour late
installed,
because of this shit.
Then you have to go back to the list, and you have to re-click onto this. See, it says installing. See that? So I think you have to re-click onto this and then hit install here, and then it's going
Remember,
to
it
install
was like this,
the right
or
one.
Saints Row 2, Saints Row 3,
So-
or then a Mega Man collection. So it's like,
You know, I didn't have it. I don't know. I don't know if it's working or not. I have absolutely no idea. I don't know how to fucking figure it out. They made it ridiculously, stupidly convoluted. So I have no clue if this is correct. If you know what I mean. Here you go. No updates available. 2 saved data items, but that's just reserved space, and you know.
see, yeah, the thing is, you're right, Casper. He could have done this, like yesterday, gone to bed, and it'd be all ready for him in the morning. Phil's a bigger boomer than you, and it's set. Yeah, Rowdy, he is such a boomer when it comes to tech. I mean, that's why I don't buy the idea that he built his own computer. It's like, if he built his own computer, he would know that. Or or between streams. But no, wait until the last possible moment to do this. He completely skipped Battle Network despite the collection being a steal, and having all the hype for its release still baffles me. Flutter Dark, he doesn't want to pay for games anymore. He does not want to play for game. He doesn't want to pay for any games anymore. It's why he sucks Microsoft's dick because of Game Pass.
But But
It
it's
goes,
just the Xbox One.
because the
And then when
fact
you go
is
to
that he
Microsoft
could just
Store,
pay
it
this
lists the other
little
one. When you
fee and he
click
can
on
get
it,
all
it
these
starts
games.
downloading this GTA Online. Do you have to download
I know it's
GTA
$60
Online
for
to
6
get the
games,
Xbox
but
Series X
yeah,
version?
you don't want to play Battle Network.
I tried setting it up yesterday and it wouldn't work. This thing is fucked up. You know,
Your
so we're just
brain's
gonna wait a
fucked
bit
up,
and we're
Phil.
gonna see if this finishes downloading, if this is the right
Like,
one or not.
Phil,
I
your
don't know.
brain's fucked up.
I literally don't know what
you
to tell you. I
fucking
tried
talked about
setting it up
your
ahead of time and
intrusive
it didn't work
thoughts,
right. And now
and
tonight I'm
you
trying to do it and
fucking
it still
sent
doesn't
poor
seem to be working
Steve
right.
into like a thing where he's
So,
just like,
it
therapy
is what it is.
now,
We're in no hurry
therapy
with this
now.
playthrough, by the way, if you didn't know,
It
we're
was
gonna be
like,
playing this over the course
Phil,
of August.
Like, who
you know,
who
probably the
actually
next week,
goes and
and
says,
then through
hey, you know
August,
what?
so
When
it's
I was a
no
kid,
rush
I had an
whatsoever.
intrusive thought. There was a bird being annoying, and I just thought I should strangle the
my
life
God.
out of it. Like, at what point do you say, hey, maybe
So,
don't actually say that
yeah.
out loud?
I don't know what else to say. We're just gonna see what happens here.
And when Game
I would
Pass
love to
goes
play
triple the
best
cost and
version.
Xbox
By the
Live
way,
both merge with
for
and
the
budding
record,
Monopoly, he will bitch and
okay,
moan and cry. Really
I,
fucking hard. Yeah, he will.
I downloaded
Because that's the
well,
thing, he's
I booted
cheerleading.
the
He
Xbox
is
One
hoping
version,
that the UK
and when I
caves
did
in
that, I
and
checked
lets
options. There is
Microsoft and
absolutely no
Activision
streamer mode in
merge
there.
so
None.
that he can
So
then,
whoever said there's
you
a
know,
streamer mode,
and what
either
it'll do
it's
is
only in the
they'll
Xbox
lose
Series
all
X
this
version,
money.
or it
But,
does
you know,
not exist because it's not there for me at all. It was not there, and I just, you know, first cutscene, I paused, I started looking, there was nothing
drop
there
down on
about a
some of this
streamer mode or
boss is
anything
really
like
hard.
that.
Oh, yeah.
So, I don't know. All right. So anyway, how's everyone doing? Good evening, everyone. K Styles, thanks for
I'm not
re-upping your
perfect,
membership for
but
26
I
months.
researched
to
something,
ultra
somebody
level
helps me,
supporter,
I can
level
understand how to
here.
use certain
I
technology.
guess what
Yeah.
we'll do is we'll just
See, the
chill
thing about it, what Artie,
until
is that
this
he
finishes
refused
downloading,
to do
and then we'll
any
see what
kind of
happens.
research.
I don't want Game Pass. I wanted to.
Like, think about that. He refused to do any kind of research, even though he has a phone that he could look things up.
It's claiming like another half an hour, but it's bullshit because it's already been downloading for like 15 minutes, and it took about 15 minutes, and it's got half done already. So it's definitely not going to take like 30 minutes.
Look at his download speed.
And it's like
I
we were
mean,
saying
look at,
earlier, it's
okay,
downloading
he's
pretty fast.
They're talking
Let's see
200,
here.
200 megabits. 200 megabits a second. Actually, no, the download's
The
actually
damn
not
man,
that
I did
bad.
download
It's
it
its
ahead of time.
upload
Now
that's
shut the fuck
awful.
up. I mean it right now because you're an idiot. Because I already explained everything and you weren't here to listen. Now you're gonna come here and you're gonna complain. Shut the fuck up right now. I don't because I already explained it. The damn man, I did download it ahead of time. Now shut the fuck up. I mean it
Yeah.
right now because you're an idiot. Because I already explained everything and you weren't here to listen. Now you're gonna come here and you're gonna complain. Shut the fuck up right now. Why am I toxic?
The toxicity.
Like, think about that. Think about that. Somebody actually comes in, and the fact is, this is during the stream. He basically waited. It's like,
I don't want to hear you bitching. Okay.
I mean, Phil, you're basically making everybody wait until this is finished. Like, they have... Dan the Man confirmed Dent wasn't there when he explained he still had... Yeah, confirmed Dent wasn't there, he still has to bash him. Yeah, Aqua Saber, like, the fact is that Dan the Man, he's a Dent because the fact is at that point, he's just like, no, go fuck yourself. You could be playing 16 on the PS5 while the Xbox is downloading. Yeah, Mallow, he can't. Here's the problem, Mallow, he doesn't have a Switch. So, like, if he wanted to play his PS5, he has to take the HDMI cable out and I think the Ethernet cable out. Like, he really, it is such a fucking ghetto way he does his shit. Yeah, instead of starting, you have ready to start, which...
Okay, so...
Yeah.
I'm being told by this dollar tipper, what I'm installing right now will have the Xbox Series X version of the game. This is correct. That the Xbox One
No,
version
yeah, Mal,
is
he does not have a
separate
splitter,
version,
and he
it's
also doesn't
completely
have a
separate.
network.
So here's my question for you: if that is the
network
case,
switch.
why, when I clicked on the Xbox Series X version yesterday, did it install the Xbox One version? Because that's what it did. That's exactly
Because you're
what
grug.
it did. There's a bundle that says, you know, this is the modern version. You click on it and you click install.
Casper,
and it
because
installed
the
Xbox
Xbox
One
Series X and X version, I think,
it sounds
needs
like they
GTA
fucked it up on
Online.
Xbox Live, but he's telling me this is the right version apparently. So that's good. You know,
And you see,
we'll have
he
a little bit of
couldn't
a
do
late
this
start as it finishes
after
installing
stream
here when
yesterday.
you
Hey
do,
guys, could you tell me which
but
one this is?
Thankfully, this is
and then
the good
boop,
version.
there we go.
of it, right? Good.
He just woke up. The fuck?
Drip going. I got the 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 drip going. I got the
Stories
drip
and
going.
add-on.
I got the drip
Online.
going.
Yeah.
Like a faucet
So it looks like
that's
with
dripping.
that, it's
Can't
like you
make it
have to
stop.
have online.
So what do you want
However,
me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm
so.
tapping the mute button just in
Think about
case
that.
I'm gonna have to clear.
You
Like,
stream and
this
you
is what
gotta
I mean.
show
It's
them
dumb kids. It's what it is.
installing
It's
it.
dumb
Like,
kids.
There's a reason that games like when I had Zelda, I was able to preload it, but I couldn't play it until it started.
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
It's okay. It's okay, Kev.
Snort, snort,
Snort.
snort,
Snort.
snort,
Snort.
snort.
I got the drip going.
There you go. All right. Thank you for the $1 tip. Guys, we're gonna start soon. We're almost there. If it boots, I hope it boots. But yeah,
boots.
if you could
Like,
contribute tonight and support tonight.
Like, here's the thing. So we've already got past the ready to start. You could already start now. 1 p.m. haven't done.
My stream, that would be stupendous. Every day that I play Final Fantasy 16,
Have a
essentially,
good-
it's pretty darn slow on the first stream. We
do
didn't even
Blanc
get the tier 1 tip
stream.
skull today. You know, it is what it is.
Okay.
But
All right,
it'd be
Falcon. You
great
can have fun.
if you're having nice nostalgic vibes here tonight with GTA 5, if you could tip me, that would be great. Or anything else. A super chat, a membership, a gifted membership, liking the stream, all great ways to support. I'm not just saying only tip. That's, you know, I didn't mean to say it that way.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay. And then I received a $15 tip
Don't care.
from Chris B. I really want to hit the hat goal tonight. Loving hanging with you for this legendary game. Good to have you. Good. Everyone who's here, we have a
Think
very
about
high
that.
attendance on the stream
Legendary
tonight, by the
game.
way. More attendance
There
than
are
we've had
no other
since, like,
games
the
he's
launch
gotta
of Street
play
Fighter
this
6
for
last month, which is
another
excellent.
time.
Thank you guys for being here. It's awesome, isn't it, to be able to re-enjoy a game like this from like a decade ago, but in a different way, right? A different, you know, interactive audience. I know a lot of you probably watched it on demand back in the day because the streams weren't even that big of a deal back then. So many of you probably watched this playthrough slowly over the last decade, and it's cool now to be able to play it again with improvements and everything. I mean, it looks so good. Right now, I'm blown away by. I mean, frankly,
Yeah,
it looks
he
completely
wanted tips
different. His whole facial
for
model
a
is different.
progress bar.
Ray
It
tracing
really
speed,
is.
right. Everything's good here.
Yeah, like the thing.
So-
And that's the thing.
All
Actually,
right, so thank you
nothing
guys.
different. This is
Now,
the thing that
we
people
wonder
have
who was
been
talking about.
complaining
We got
about
$100 in tips
Rockstar.
on
It's
the
like
stream.
you
I'll put on
haven't
a
put
hat,
out a
and I
new
have
game
the
since
Los
Red Dead
Santos
2.
cap from the collector's
If
edition of
GTA has
this game
been
10 years
the
ago
same
to
10
put on
fucking years,
if we happen to
why
hit the tips
should
goal for
we?
tonight. So if we hit that
Who
tonight,
cares?
great. Right now, you know, we'll see what happens. We're at 37.
I
okay?
don't know,
Okay.
Catsper.
Tips
He
goals
hated that game, so I
All
don't know why he's using that.
Ready to continue?
And that was
All right,
made
thanks
by
for
somebody
watching.
who
Part 2 coming up soon.
actually, you know.
All right. So, guys, real fast, I have to pee, and then we're going to play for another hour. But I would say this. If you are enjoying, please consider supporting the stream in some way. We're 7 likes away from my goal of 100. All right. A super chat would be great. I think we
You'll
got a
get
couple
nothing
tonight.
and like
A
it.
membership. We have 0 memberships so far tonight. So a membership or
If he wants
gifted
real
membership
improvements
to some of the
PC with
community. I mean,
mods,
look how
but
many
he will
viewers
never
we have
do
here
that.
tonight.
Even
Quite
if
a
he
lot.
played the
So
PC
we're gonna
version,
get
he would
some
never
gifted members.
install
Or
mods.
tip.
He
Right
doesn't
now,
know
we're
how to do
$39
it.
in tips at $50 raised. I put on Gunner glasses. We get to the $100 tips goal for tonight. I'll put on the Los Santos cap, which is the cap that's from the collector's edition of this game 10 years ago. It obviously fits, right?
The collector's edition, the rest of it, he probably
All right, give me
did
sec,
a
I'll be right back.
giveaway.
Just gonna
Didn't
mute
give the
mic,
Los
use
Santos cap back.
restroom,
Yeah,
excuse me.
yeah.
I'll be right
That's
back.
a Mel. That was a big hint. Jesus fucking Christ.
Okay. No, we're not going to be changing the goals for the stream. So the way it works is if we hit $50 in tips, it'll be the Gunner glasses. If we hit $100 in tips tonight, it'll be the hat, the Los Santos hat for the playthrough.
You just said that,
anything else
Phil.
is greatly appreciated. Oh, we hit the likes goal? Cool. I didn't even know. We did hit the likes goal today. So let me go ahead and do a
Yeah,
blow
kind of.
for you
Yeah, no,
guys.
Rockstar is like, I get that their
we'll
games are
resume.
big, but man, it's like, dude, like
Another
GTA, it's
hour,
like it's
I
been
said,
10
roughly an hour
years.
of
Like,
gameplay here tonight coming up.
he knows his gimmicks are failing. Yes,
All right,
his
thank you for
gimmicks
the
are
likes.
failing
Engagement
because the
does
fact
help the
is
channel
he's
a lot. I really appreciate that.
a lot of the stuff that's going on. It's starting to,
Okay.
and no one's tipping for the stupid ass wardrobe. Like, think of it. No bubble gun.
Ah.
Remember,
Jesus.
not a children's entertainer.
Bubble disaster. What happened there? Very messy. Thank you all for supporting my premiere stream of Grand Theft Auto 5, the anniversary playthrough. I hope that you're having a good time with me here. Remember, I'll be playing a lot of this on night streams for the next several weeks to month to celebrate my anniversary as a YouTuber. So thanks to everyone here tonight.
Oh yeah,
Any other further
definitely. He's hoping
greatly
like
appreciated.
another
Thanks
scheme
for
like
the
the Vest Streak.
engagement. Thanks for a
The
lot of
problem
super
is
chats.
that as soon as
you know,
Ryan
member
came in
of
and
some
started
members tonight,
jinxing
or
and was
maybe
doing
some
all
tips would
those
be cool.
tips,
But,
he
thanks
started
for
basically
everyone
like
who's
Vest
here.
Streak 2.0.
I got the
And,
drip
yeah.
going. I got the drip going. I got the drip going. I got the drip going. I got
Well,
the
Flutter
drip
Dark,
going.
the problem is also you gotta remember, he is so mad that DSP Reacts
So what do you want me to do?
get taken
Have
off.
a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to call.
Bubblegum's just too much soap
this is
water.
what I
You
mean,
don't want
these
to buy
dumb
more.
kids. This is what it is.
I
It's
wouldn't be
dumb kids.
surprised if that's the thing. We got some skip juice. Oh, not a whole lot of skip juice. All right. Yeah, he. But he didn't do any cold open. Yeah, you're right, Aqua Saber. He overplayed his hand when he claimed Vest Streak 2, which he goes like, oh, I don't want to do that, but he wanted to claim Vest Streak 2 as early as possible. This is a terrible intro. I think about it. They have to use this fucking old ass green screen footage that he has never touched. He made it and never actually did anything with it. Other people have to do stuff for him. I will still say one of my favorite things is what Ludwig did for basically to troll Perry. It was only like 7 days. Ramen, it was longer than that. It was like a few weeks. Here's the thing, Mal. He created the green
Good
screen,
morning,
but somebody
everyone,
else had
and
to
welcome
use
to the show. How is everyone this lovely Sunday? It is the 23rd of July, 2023. I'm DSP, and I welcome you here to the show, the Level 1 Podcast.
Yeah,
good
in fact,
stuff
he's
this
too
this
afraid
week
to actually
so
watch
far.
things, given how much he skips
Right,
his
quite a lot of
reacts,
great
bound to
streaming
fail
fun
nearly
that
a
we've been
month.
having here together on the internet, and I hope that you guys have been enjoying everything that's been happening.
right,
In
Aqua Saber.
fact,
Yeah, it was
I would like
nearly
to
a
talk
month.
about last night's stream.
And then the
of
incident
GTA
where he
5
got drunk and
anniversary
basically
run,
doxed, semi-doxed
which
Ryan.
went pretty
And
darn
yeah,
good, I would
that,
say. I was actually blown
that was
away
kind of the end
in
of
some
that.
ways. So certainly we will discuss that today.
He doesn't know how to make
Of course, today's our
intros. Yeah,
weekly
of course
React
not.
Day, where we're going to have a lot of fun over on DSP Reacts, my sister channel, watching some clips. And, of course,
I still
everything
don't
else.
understand why he
including today,
just
I have a
doesn't do
special
the
topic that I would like
pre-stream
to talk
on.
about. Although I don't know how much I really want to go into it.
Do it on DSP
because,
Reacts, so
well,
you
you'll
don't have to
understand once
move
I start
everything.
talking about it. Basically, last night, I was getting ready for bed. And, you know, I was browsing around on YouTube, as you know, at late nights. I sometimes watch Street Fighter videos, tech videos, to try to watch high-level players play Street Fighter
You were
6 and
drunk.
learn some techniques and everything. And I didn't particularly need to do that last night. You know, I'm not playing Street Fighter 6 today, but
Flutter Dark,
I was just browsing around.
It wasn't just a double
and,
dip. He was really hoping that DSP
happened
Reacts
upon a
would
video.
take off, and he could
And I
then
happened
kind of
to
retire
decide to
DSP
click on
gaming.
it. And some people would say, oh, you made the mistake of clicking on it. No, I don't think that it was a mistake at all. I was absolutely
Yeah,
fascinated.
he already cuts the
I
recording.
was
Why waste
posed
time
with
switching sounds?
so
if he
many
doesn't upload the raw
questions.
string? I don't
And,
understand it.
Basically, I'd like to talk a little bit about that today here on the show. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a bit when we start discussing it. And we'll see what happens when I start talking about it, okay? All right, fair enough?
Snort.
Okay. All right. Anyway, welcome to the show. It is Sunday. It is React Day. So I certainly hope that all the people who are members over on my channel, DSP Reacts, posted up your videos in a timely fashion. I did make the
Yeah, this isn't
playlist
just
last
that-
night
yeah,
for the
yeah,
show.
don't rip off
so if you
Perry.
did not
Perry
have your
actually puts
video
on a
in
show
those
for
community
people.
threads as of last night after I finished
Again,
my GTA 5 stream,
Perry
you didn't get on
knows
the
it's
show.
a-
There is a
it's a
cutoff.
show, and he has
I
fun
clearly
with
state
it.
what the cutoff is right in those threads. So I hope that everyone got their videos in. We got a good amount of videos for this week, about on par. Usually it's around 50 to 60 videos. And we never get through all those. And I don't think we're going to get through them this week either, you know. So we'll see how the show goes. What I've liked is that last week, because we had some new members, and what I mean by that is the week before, live on that stream, someone had gifted something like 20 memberships
Even
to the
with
community.
Sippy, he never
So
goes
because
through
of that,
all the
we
bits.
had
Yeah.
a new variety of people who were members and who were nominating videos. And last week's DSP versus the Internet React show was actually, in my opinion, one of the best we've done in
Mallow,
months.
yeah, no, the
There was
React,
a good variety of stuff that we
DSP
never
Reacts,
seen the
I think
likes of
DSP
before.
versus the Internet will
And
be
it was
on
highly
Sundays.
entertaining, fascinating.
This Saturday is going to
Not
be
all
his
of it, of course.
machinima
You get some
one,
stuff that's
which
kind of
somebody else
dud,
can do
but,
because I don't
you know,
care.
a lot of it was good stuff. Like, oh, interesting. Now, last
Yes,
week, I believe
oh,
we got
yeah.
another
Yes, Mallow,
5 to 10
today is
gifted
Sunday.
memberships. So that was another opportunity for another 5 to 10 people to nominate videos.
Ramen,
for this
he's
week's
pushing
show.
members
So
because
you gotta
his
hope
YouTube
that,
check is
again,
low.
This will result in some better, you know, videos nominated or good
Also,
variety of videos nominated for today.
Just take a look. Look at like one. Oh, look at that. That's a nice. Look at this. Just look at it. This is a face only a mother could love. But I mean, here's the thing I want to say. Like, Phil, you need to go up a size 2 or 2 on your shirts. Like, this is why he was always talking about, like, oh, how these button-ups are really so comfortable. It's because he doesn't actually, when he doesn't go and buy more shirts, so the shirts are too tight. So they're about a size or 2 too tight, so they're uncomfortable. That's why his button-up shirts were very comfortable. He's pushing members. His views are tanking. The memberships are tanking because really nobody re-ups their membership. They just wait for gifts. It's one of the reasons he really needs to go back to Twitch. He needs to go back to Twitch because that way, you know, with gifted subs on Twitch, you could just give out like 100 and they'll go to anybody. And they might even go to people who aren't part of the community. I agree, Flutterdark. YouTube streaming really is shit, but he doesn't want to go back to Twitch, and he doesn't want to go to something like Kick or Rumble because he's going to lose people. He doesn't want to do it. He doesn't want to. He's become too content. He could go back to Twitch and actually re-get his partnership, and he would be back to regular, but no. He isn't going to like that because he wants the 70-30 split, which he's never going to get again.
Okay, we'll find out. Remember, the way it works over there is if you're an Ultra member, the highest level of member, you're guaranteed to have your video watched once a week on the show. Okay? That's part of the buy-in of being such a big high-level member.
The buy-in.
If you're a standard member...
Fucking buy-in. Remember, it means his membership hadn't been needed. He scams his members all the time. Yeah.
Which I think is like $4 a month, right? I think it's $4 on YouTube, or at least that's what my pricing is. I guess you could price it differently on your channel, but mine is $4 a month. So if you're a standard member, you basically nominate videos 2 a week, and it goes into a playlist, and that playlist, I literally just hit shuffle. And we just play them in a random order, and that's how we watch them every week. And some weeks we get through more videos than others, depending on the length, or if I want to watch more of one, or pause and talk about it. You know,
I don't know that he watches all of them beforehand because he's gotten a lot of sneak dissing. There's been a lot of sneak disses in his...
We'll see today how it goes. I'm excited. It's an interesting show. Good thing is I don't have to play games, right, when I'm doing it. I get to talk about clips, I get to interact with you guys, and I get to more relax and just pan it out for 3 hours, watch stuff, and have a good time.
Look,
all right.
Just,
so I'm excited for that.
I always look at it like
the way it's going to work is after we finish today's podcast.
This shirt is obviously stretched upon his
chest. That will say, "Hey, everyone's going over to DSP React. Click here to go," and you click right over there. It'll take you to my
the whole
sister
thing
channel.
wants to say, I've lost weight. It's like
this
is not good
weight loss,
and
then we'll roll right into some fun.
He's not losing fat. He is just shrinking.
A big reminder to everyone. Next weekend is React Weekend. It is actually the first weekend in many months where I'm doing tons of React content as a special celebration.
Very little besides.
So, on Saturday of next week, which is July 29th, we're doing a very special event called
We get a lot of sneak discs.
The Dark Side of Machinima.
Yeah.
All right, this special event is going to be all about the 6+ years when I was in a partner network on YouTube called Machinima, and the ups and downs and all the interactions I had with this company, and I'm finally going to spill the tea because they don't exist anymore. They went out of business.
Spill the tea. Phil, nobody gives a fuck. People got fucked over and you defended them. You defended them for you. Yeah, no, he's losing muscle mass. Yeah, of course. But here's the thing. You defended Machinima for years when they were fucking other people over. Now the fact that they fucked you over and the fact, oh, they didn't treat me well. Phil, you didn't treat them well either. That whole fucking, I'm sorry, the E3 thing where you stayed in the fucking hotel, they should have said, like, give us that money back. The fuck were you thinking? Yeah, it's a whole lot of nothing. And the fact is that he will not show the actual thing. Yeah, hello, fellow children moment with spilling the tea. Spill the fucking beans at least is you know, more appropriate. But spilling the tea, like, no one uses that no more. I can talk shit and no one can refute it because they're gone. You better hope that, you know, nobody still holds the rights to that, that ramen. Like, nobody holds it because he's breaking NDAs. If anybody actually has still the rights to any of the Machinima stuff, they could sue his ass. Oh, Mallow, if Warner Brothers, here's the thing. If somebody brought to the attention that he's breaking NDAs, because NDAs are permanent. he could get into big trouble with that, but I don't think it will.
Many years ago. And because of that, I'm not under any NDAs anymore. I can say whatever I want about my happenings with this company. And
Phil, you might want to double check to make sure you're not under NDA, because NDAs don't always expire unless they say that they expire. Like if the idea is that Machinima was bought out by Warner Brothers, they would have bought out the NDA. So yeah, you're right.
I have a lot to say. I do. You know, there's all these different interactions and things that happened when I was part of them. Sometimes it was really positive, and sometimes it was laughably, jokably, unprofessionally stupid.
No, since I don't think anybody
there's a good
will,
reason why they're out of business, to say the least. Okay,
this is gonna be anything.
Number one, I'm going to react to a long form. Well, it's not really a long form, but a documentary. It's about an hour long by June the King. I'm going to do a live react to that. That's probably going to last about 2 hours. Then I'm going to be talking about my personal history with this company, and I'm going to be showing you tons of emails and things that corroborate what I'm saying. To show you.
Phil, I just don't buy that you're going to actually show these emails. These are going to be, they're not going to be primary documents. Even if the company is sold and defunct, the contracts they hold will hold up if someone presses it since they bought them. Yeah. Like, if somebody there decided to sue his ass, he'd be fucked. Yeah, hours stretched to 5+ hours. This is brought up, and that being said, but even if you're no longer under NDA, not a good idea to shit talk. Oh yeah, Ramen. This is gonna hurt any business. It's really gonna hurt that stuff. He'll show the emails of him begging Hutch to take him back. He's still tired. No, I get you, Mel. Yeah, an hour stretched to 5+ hours. Now he said he doesn't have a copy of a Yeah, note he said he does not have a copy of a contract. I still believe that he doesn't read contracts anyway. Actually, since here's the thing. That I could actually buy because I don't believe he ever reads the contracts that he signed. I don't think he ever read the contracts, the terms of service. I don't think he read the contracts for Twitch either. I don't think he reads them. Show emails? I don't buy it for a second. They're going to be nothing burgers. Yeah, you don't want to show Sky Scrollers the emails. Phil's showing receipts and evidence. Yeah, I don't think he reads at all. I honestly, Aqua Saber, I think that's one of the... Well, one of the problems is I think he has trouble reading. Because his eyes are so bad, he has trouble reading. But I don't believe he read the contract. But yeah, he doesn't read for fun. He doesn't read books. I don't even think he listens to audiobooks. There's nothing. Nothing. His brain is mush. Yeah, I'm still under NDA for some Ubisoft game testing. I read the contract, so I know how vague it can be. Yeah. Yeah, Sudden Fool. Oof. Oh, yeah, you did some game testing and you're under NDA for that? Okay. Yeah, don't say nothing that can... like, here's the thing. All someone has to say is like, oh, yeah, it's like, oh, I can't say nothing about an NDA. You're like, okay, nah, I get you. Yeah, he doesn't drive with glasses. Dangerous as fuck. That is true. He won't drive with his glasses. He's gonna hurt... One day he's gonna get into a thing and he's gonna lose his license for that. I know someone who got hit because they refused to wear the glasses. If you get credit for an audio, Pilgrims of Fire. Ooh, I haven't done Pilgrims of Fire. Sister's book, Canterbury. Aqua Saber, did you read Lion, Son of the Forest? Yeah, that one's a good one. That's a really good one. Yeah, it was 10 years ago you signed the NDA. Sudden Fool, I know folks who have like 20 or so years past, and they still are like, can't talk about NDA. That in the library? Ah, all right.
Everything that I went through in regards to this company. Okay?
Oh, everything I went through,
it's going to be a fun event. It really is. I think that you guys will enjoy
9
it.
9 credits after it. Nice.
It's going to be something very, very different from what I usually do.
Yeah, Lion Son of the Forest is a good one. I like
it. In many months. I think it was the last one was Internet Historian, and when was that? Like April
I'm still
or May?
waiting to
I can't
see.
even remember.
I'm still waiting.
So here we are, and it's going to be a good event all day long.
Sped
on
up so that
Saturday
we can get.
Plus, I'll probably order some
we
food.
can get
we'll
Lion and Gilliman to meet up.
Special going on there as well. So a good one. It'll be a good day. All right. So that's all on
they
DSP
don't. They are
Reacts
not
next
going
week,
to
a marathon
agree
setting
on stuff.
Of fun machinima reminiscing.
But they are
going to
be
way to
happy.
start off my month
They're going to
of
be happy
celebration of my
to see each
15
other.
years
Oh,
anniversary
this
of YouTube.
sucks.
You know, in the 15 years I've been a YouTuber, there's been ups and downs. There's been a ton of history. This is one big portion of my history that I'd like to finally get out there and document it because I never really could talk about it publicly when I was with them. Okay.
But you did.
Cool. Then on
you did talk about it publicly, though, Phil. You talked about it when you got shit canned. You did talk about that shit, though. So after he got companies munched by NIDS, they will have to work together for a little while. Yeah, Gilliman's a part of it. Part of it, I think, also is the fact that I think Gilliman needs to kind of accept that when it comes to like Primarchs on the martial power, he's not Lorgar. He's not far from Lorgar. He ain't that strong. He kind of needs to understand that. TBS said they're looking to get ex-Machinima people on to tell them whether or not Phil's BSing. Might another appearance of Larry Bundy Jr. Oh, dear. Yeah, but I don't always trust... here's the thing. I don't always trust Guru Larry sometimes.
Sunday of next week, 1 week from today, it's the next DSP versus the Internet React show. So we're having essentially...
Yeah, he said the break with Machinima was mutual, which you knew it was. Even then, you knew that was bullshit. He was just going a tantrum. They're like, go the fuck away. Went to make grape Kool-Aid. I think Phil sends his contracts to Dave Sr. to proofread them. Like, but here's the problem, though. It's one thing, like, the thing, not even Dave Sr., he could have just hired a fucking contract lawyer. He could have literally just been like, hey, listen, I gotta, like, put a contract lawyer on retainer so that he could then, explain the finer details. There's nothing wrong with getting a contract lawyer who can read all this stuff and kind of give you the ups and the downs. I got no problem with that. Yeah, he never leaves it. He has been fired from every job he's had since college, at least.
Essentially 2 days of React content next week. I certainly hope that you guys will join me for that fun stuff. It's good for variety to break up all the other gameplay things that we're doing, right?
Yeah, hire someone. He has no money, Droob. No, even back then, Mal, he did have money. Like we're not talking about we're talking about where he had money where he could just and the thing is that it would probably be like maybe $1,000 to retain them. And the fact is that you can read all that. Yes, of course, no sus, JDX. How you doing? You got something for your wife this morning. That's nice.
Cool.
All right, I'm doing all right.
Excuse me. Before we get to the schedule, and before we get to everything else, what I'd like to do this morning is talk about yesterday's stream, in particular last night's stream, because it was actually pretty fun and interesting, and I'd like to discuss it with you.
Just hiring them to
yesterday was a dual streaming day
you,
of gameplay.
basically.
First stream was Final Fantasy 16, and I was like, oh, this is excellent, because we just had a big, boring-ass segment where we had to do fetch questing for Mid,
he
who was
pissed all
building
his
up
money away
the ship for your crew. I guess this ship is going to be used eventually somewhere in the story. And you had to do, like, no exaggeration, about 98 minutes to 2 hours of boring-ass fetch questing, generic fighting against enemies you've already fought.
Even when he
I was like, it's not very
got
interesting.
his Machinima money, he couldn't
good, 'cause it's
pay
the way that we can
anything
start
more than
writing
a
the story,
5% down payment for his sword fort.
No. Guess what? You end up in a new town, and you have to do more boring nonsense. You show up in the town, and one of the characters has had their merchant pass down, and you have to do, right? He fought. I was like, it's not very interesting.
Look at
this. This is good because it's out of the way. Today we can start right with story, right?
Aww.
Right? No. Guess what? You end up in a new town, and you have to do more boring nonsense. You show up in the town, and one of the characters has had their merchant pass pickpocketed off of them. So now you have to spend, no exaggeration, about an hour walking in circles, talking with townspeople, essentially wasting your time
he should
just to get the
quit
path back,
game.
just for it to advance to the next part of the major story, and literally the entire hour you're there has no bearing whatsoever on anything. It easily could have been removed from the game, and the game would have been faster paced and shorter,
the game.
And you wouldn't have been bored for an hour.
No one wants to watch you play this
I said
game.
it last time. The pacing in the game is terrible. Whoever made the game essentially was a very bad game director and doesn't understand pacing.
How
in the game.
about you just
They
keep your
literally wedged in
fucking
boring
mouth
content
shut,
that
you
maybe should have been
lying
an optional
little
side mission as part of the main
abortion!
story to pad the length of their game. If you take out all these boring segments,
cleaned
this
them
game
up.
is half as long.
I found the thing,
and it would have been a better game. It's pretty
Yeah,
sad that
better
this is what the
now.
game is, and so many people keep saying that they love it. Like, what a fucking game are you playing? I guess you like sitting around scratching your ass for 2 hours rather than doing anything meaningful in a video game. I don't know about you. When I play a video game, I like to actually play something fun and challenging and interesting. I don't like sitting around doing nothing for 2 hours until I get to that good part of the game. It's stupid.
Why the fuck you lying?
We got to that, and then guess what? We
Were
got to
you
the part of the
dropped
game.
on
We
your
got to
head
about
as a
90-minute
kid?
segment of action where we were in a city. The city was getting attacked. We had to fight some troops and then some enemies, some monsters, multiple bosses, and then finally got to another big icon boss fight. Admittedly, I thought it was all right, and then it started to drag on, and then the game jumped the shark. And it's that simple. Now, I don't want to spoil, because if you're going to watch the playthrough, I don't want to spoil everything that happened, but let's just say, a lot of the times when I've been playing this game, I've been taking portions of it and comparing it to other tropes and other
Quit
things.
fucking around! You think I'm dumb enough to swallow that line of crap?
Fighting like in a Godzilla movie. Like, Ifrit is basically Godzilla, right? And the other monsters all almost are equivalent to other Godzilla creatures that he's fought over the years.
Wow. You mean to tell me they're referencing other media in Japan? Oh my goodness. HP's a fantastic game director. Telling for his timely. I trust him with being fantastic, waiting for the PC release. Even compared with Godzilla and Dragon Ball Z. It's like, yeah, because apparently they fuse together. It's like, Phil, like, come on now. Yeah, Cal, you're a fucking character. You want to challenge play a fucking hard mode? Yeah. Like, yeah, he won't play anything hard.
And then, whenever they're having their big fights, a lot of times I'll mash square. Oh, this is like, you know, in an anime when the two fighters are facing off and they're pushing against each other. Or like in Dragon Ball when two Kamehamehas are fighting each other, right? And there's like two energy beams, they're going, ooh, you gotta mash the button or whatever. So I'm making those jokes, and then I shit you not. They literally do. I said, oh, so what are they gonna do? Are they gonna do this thing? And then immediately they did it. And I was like, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
You knew beforehand it was coming. Like, he knew this beforehand it was coming. I'm gonna bump this up a little bit. Okay, JDX. Like,
I was joking, and then they did it. And I was like, they literally have zero originality in this game. The entire game is like a fanboy meme game, where everything that happens is
a fanboy meme game. I mean, Phil, like, yeah, he can make good jokes, and they're not even good jokes. Yeah, he thinks it's a good argument that apparently, oh, that, like, I guess the, whatever the thing is fused together. It's like, who cares, Phil? Well, basically, Okami, what it basically is that if something is similar to some other thing, he don't like thing. If thing is too original, he don't like it. If thing is too derivative, he don't like it. He don't like anything. Why does he think everyone is creatively bankrupt like him? Because Frosty Beats, he cannot understand creativity. You can't take the game for fun.
based off of something else from some other medium, and they just copied and pasted it together to claim like it's its own original entity when it's not. If I can joke about something that's about to happen in a fight, and it literally happens frame by frame how I said it would, that's pathetic. I could have made the fucking...
Hey, Phil, guess what? If I can joke the fact that you get the refinance, and then basically your mortgage payment is so high you lose your house, and it happens, does that make you derivative? No. Does it make me psychic? No. Yeah, like no. And that's the thing. I'll say, for years, Phil has always been like, oh, he has always been accused of watching guides for this shit. And it's like, Phil, stop watching fucking guides. And just play the, like...
Do you want to play the fucking game?
video game, so what I pay $70 for?
I'm sorry. A series that has, you know, Biggs and Wedge in somewhere in a fucking game. Everyone's got Biggs and Wedge. Like, I'm sorry. Like, are you gonna say, oh, that's derivative of Star Wars because they have Biggs and Wedge? It's like, I don't give a fuck. Jesus fucking Christ. Sid's in every game. Yeah, Sid is in every game. Biggs and Wedge, I believe, is in every game somewhere, even if they're not, you know, character. Yeah, because that's the thing. If you could, they're always chocobos. Yeah, and you could predict a story beat. Like, I could predict the story beat. Like, in Tears of the Kingdom, I could predict the story beats because I'm like, oh, they're going off of this, so I kind of could predict some of the story beats. It doesn't make it bad. It's just like, oh, all right, let's see what you do there. And they did it well, and I like it. And most don't think they're in the early ones. Or maybe, oh, you're right, Flare. They might not be in the early ones.
Right? So,
he's whining.
In my opinion, it did jump the shark last night. And I was like, that's sad. Because, you know, I was actually having a decent
Bill,
time.
Did you know
with
you
it,
jumped
and now
the
it's like,
shark
I'm going to have a hard time continuing out with this game, not laughing at every moment. I'm sorry. You know, it's just, I can't believe
actually,
how
you jumped
low
the
it's
shark
gone.
the moment
And
you were
it's hilarious.
born.
I keep telling you guys, I enjoyed Final Fantasy 15 more. I enjoyed Final Fantasy 13 more. I enjoyed Final Fantasy 5 Pixel Remaster more. And people are like, you're crazy. Like, no, I'm not crazy. I'm honest. I've played much better Final Fantasy.
I'm honest.
Like, you know,
I had to lie to protect my family,
like, I'm gonna be honest with you,
Doob.
all right? Listen to this.
Like, listen, Phil, I listen to the fucking Dead Sea Scrolls. You're not honest. You lie all the time. And then you're like, oh, I was drunk, so you have to, so that has to excuse my lying. Yeah, anime repeats itself shonen tournament arcs. Do people complain about that a lot? Oh, they do, but then my friend Okami beats the shit out of them with his copy of Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, he's using... Well, that's the thing. He uses Jump the Shark wrong like he uses everything else wrong. Infreed and Grunda fuse in Final Fight NY.
Listen to this. You ready? Okay. I think I said this yesterday during the stream as well. You ready? Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. This is a dumbed-down version of Final Fantasy for the Super Nintendo from the 1990s. It was made to be like baby's first Final Fantasy, okay? is a better game and a harder, more challenging experience so far than what Final Fantasy 16 has been for me.
Hey, Phil. Phil, kill yourself. Honestly, it's the best way out at this point. Because you're not going to like what's going to happen when this stuff all dries up and you're broke. Like, you might as well just, you know, take the easy way out. Take the coward's way out now. In Minecraft. Isn't it true Final Fantasy because it became the man? Yeah. Baby game is harder for you, yeah. Look at it. Hey, look, he's so smug about everything. Again, that's the smile of a man who really should have gotten his ass whooped. And I'm sorry, everybody in the FGC has to bear responsibility. No one whooped his ass. If someone had whooped his ass, we wouldn't be here today. He would have learned humility. A fan of his stream called him out by telling him that Sonic borrowed aspects from Dragon Ball and Phil made a fool. Yeah. I mean, yeah, think about it. Like, Super Sonic is literally just, you know, borrowing, like, the idea of looking at Super Saiyan. Didn't say anything about that.
So I challenge you to go find Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Because I think you're actually going to like it more. I'm serious.
I Super Sonic is just Super Saiyan.
I'm really trying hard to like it. And I liked the plot. And I thought that these big icon fights were good. But after yesterday, I'm like... And what's funny is it's like, again, the people who seem to like this game are completely... Oh, no, that was one of the best fights in the game. And I'm like, oh my god. What the fuck is going on with people? How did you like...
Like, wow. Again, the idea is like he expects you to respect his opinion, but he will never respect other people's opinion. And he wonders why no one tips him. No one's going to tip his ass because guess what? You won't respect other people's opinion. Why should people respect yours?
Like that. This is like, okay. This is like, all right, you just went and you watched, let's see, Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Halloween. And then you went and you watched Scary Movie that parodies them all. And you said, wow, Scary Movie is like amazing. It's like the best thing. Wait, no. Scary Movie just takes everything from the other movies.
I'm sorry. Is motherfucker basically saying parodies aren't anything good? I mean, I might not like Scary Movie, but you know, just because it's a parody doesn't mean it's bad. Like Sailor Moon is much like Power Rangers because of transformation, but both are fun.
Movies and puts it together into one as a parody. No, it's the best thing. It's amazing. The best horror movie I've ever seen. It's not even a horror movie. Don't you understand? It's just meant to be like a meme. No, it's the best thing. Like, oh my god.
Hey Phil, you're a faggot. Shut the fuck up.
I don't understand it. It's like talking to a wall. I don't understand how people like it so much. I just don't get it.
Hey Phil, you know what? People actually would probably. I'd rather talk to a wall than you. I mean, to be honest, I think you should just, you know, you should try walking into a wall like at top speed. Like yeah, this is not it's not a, and hell of the fact is like, hey, guess what, Phil? You want breaks down? The movie Airplane is a parody, but legit one of the best disaster movies that's ever been made. So guess what? Your thing kind of falls apart because, you know, somebody with more media literacy is able to fucking do that. Scary Movie is just nostalgia for me. I know it's bad, but I like it. And I've heard that the first one. Well, Rowdy Boomer, here's the thing about it. Borrowed is the thing that people aren't really sure about. Some people say borrowed, some people say stole. You know. But yeah, like, I never really watched Scary Movie. But then the fact is, yeah, there are parodies that are great. Airplane is a great parody.
Lifelong fan of Final Fantasy, I don't get it. All right. So anyway, we're going to continue on. We're now 29 hours into Final Fantasy 16. For what I'm understanding, is about 10 to 15 hours left. From what people have told me, okay, we're past the most boring filler of the game. There maybe is one more segment where you have to do some filler shit, but for the most part, we're about to head into what's considered the final segment of the game. And apparently, once you hit that, it is like full story development, meaningful fights, and all of that on all cylinders. Like, it gets really exciting, okay?
Do you think shitting on a game is good for support?
So we'll see what happens, but
please just drop the game and move on. Like, that's the thing. His chat is rebelling against him. It's a horrible analogy. This is like feeding yucky foods to kids. Tell Phil get what you get, and you don't get upset. You get what you get. And oh no, people disagree with you. The horror. And yeah, that's the thing. Phil is basically he is so mad that people won't accept his opinion anymore as gospel. Yeah, Spaceball is a parody of different sci-fi films. It's also a pretty decent sci-fi film itself. Never lifelong fan, never played 11 or 14, never played 2 or 3. Didn't play 7 and 9 till recently, never heard of him playing 12. Yeah. The only reason he doesn't want to drop the game is because he thinks it gives the trolls power. JDX, he's kind of done at that point. Like, he needs to drop it. Like, the fact that his chat, his fan base is starting to rebel against him. We should call this wage forcing, as opposed to wage quitting, when Phil keeps playing a bad game because he spent $70.
Well, we're making the full court push
Airpin's
to
a little
finish
shot for shot
this game.
of
All right?
another
We are
movie.
finishing it, I swear to you.
The only difference is dialogue
Okay.
delivered. Yes, they paid for that
So let's
movie.
keep going. Last night,
I
on the
love
late
that.
stream, was the premiere of my first in my line of anniversary content. And what I mean by that is we are now celebrating my 15-year
interview
anniversary
is giving them the
as a content
chat
creator on the
teeth to
internet.
fight back.
15
They
years
really
since I've been a
has.
YouTuber. And what we're going to do is a lot of throwback style content over the next month and a half before the new releases hit in September. We're going to do throwback playthroughs. We're going to do special retrospective events. We're going to do a lot of fun stuff, okay? And so, this playthrough that we started last night, all right, I'm very excited for it. It's Grand Theft Auto 5, the 10-year anniversary run. And you voted for this, by the way. Some people are like, well, why are you playing GTA 5? Because you voted for it.
Oh, JDX,
we got many
you
options
and your
of things
wife
I could've
about
done,
to see
including Saints Row 2,
Barbieheimer?
or some more
Okay.
retro throwback stuff like Mega Man
I hope you have a
Marathon,
good
or Super
time.
Mario Brothers 3. But you guys voted
I don't
overwhelmingly
think I want to go and see Barbie in the
okay?
theater,
So that's
but I
what we're
do
doing.
kind of
Now,
want to see Oppenheimer.
we're doing it a little differently than the first run 10 years ago. First
Kung
of all,
Pao
I'm
and
playing on
Kung
the
Fu
Xbox
also
Series
great.
X, which is a whole
Kung
new version
Pao
of
is
the game, redesigned,
amazing.
new graphics from the ground up.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to do this because it looks way better. We'll talk about that in a second. In addition, this time around, full live streaming with my face cam and interaction with the stream chat. Remember, when I played this game 10 years ago, I had just adopted direct capture and live streaming, and I was new at it. I didn't have any interaction with my live chat. I didn't have a face cam or anything like that to speak of. Instead, it was just me playing a game as if I were playing it by myself in my room, and I ignored all the live streaming elements of it. That was really stupid in my opinion.
Why
Today,
replay it
they
all?
say
So
hindsight
much
is
better
20/20.
games you could play. Yeah.
I can look back then and be like, why did I ignore this amazing gift that I had in a live audience who wanted to interact, who wanted to chill with me and have a good time, and I just ignored them and acted like they didn't exist. I mean, that was really stupid in my opinion, okay? So I'm glad now that I've learned that I've changed for the better, and here we are, 10 years later playing the game a second time. I'm very excited for this, okay?
You still
so
ignore your
this is my
chat.
10-year
You
anniversary playthrough.
demand
I've not
that they
touched the game since
interact with
2014.
you.
When I did
treat
attempt to
them
do a
like
second run
shit.
when the game came out for then current-gen consoles, I rebought it on PS4, but after having played a couple streams, you guys didn't really care. You're like, dude, you just played it. It's kind of boring to see you play it again. And I just dropped it and never played it again. So really, this is
Gavin
my
in the
second
Woods has
playthrough
some
ever of the
parody
game.
aspects for her and is
let me
at
tell
least
you,
self-aware.
we had a great time last
That
night.
is
First of all,
true
way more
soundbite
people than I
money.
expected
There's
showed up. We had over
definitely
500
self-aware
viewers
for
most of the
Gavin in
stream.
the Woods.
And people were having a great time.
Downside
They were
of ignore
engaged.
them, he
I think what it
threatens
is
and
that
ignores them
that
when they
playthrough is
don't
notable
take
for a lot of
the
people. That was the
threat
dawn of me again
seriously.
becoming someone who live streamed every day, someone who's doing direct
What was
capture.
the crazy
I was
preacher
breaking out
screaming
from my
about the
old,
doomsday coming with everybody
stigma of
ignoring
being
him?
the guy with the camera who acts like a dinosaur and records in an ancient style, and people liked tuning into those live streams for a game like that. And keep in mind that
Like
GTA
Mallory,
5 is an
he
insanely huge game that at the
basically,
time I think
he
was the
should
biggest
work
game of
with
all time. I
Pastor
don't know if
Derek
that's still the
Miller.
record, if they're still the biggest game of launch of all time or not,
And-
but at the time
and
they were.
therefore he could do the
so it was incredibly notable to see how
Church of
people
the
reacted to the
Grift.
game, and people loved my playthrough. I remember that was one of my biggest playthroughs of all time at the time when I played
Shaolin
it.
Soccer is a classic.
So, man, it was fun. I played about 2 hours last night, and it was a great time. I don't remember a lot of the stuff that happens in this game. I remember some.
I
but
don't remember
all.
a
So
lot.
I'm playing through it, and
Yeah,
I'm
he
driving around,
blacked
and
out
first of all,
drunk.
first thing I noticed, this Xbox Series X version, full 60 frames per second.
Yes,
It
yes,
didn't even have, I
Aqua
don't think, a
Teal,
frame
he
rate
gets
all
like a
night.
dog
And
now.
my God, the detail in the environments is
Well,
crazy.
also the
Like,
fact is that they
everywhere you
both
go,
can then
there's
try
a
to
poster,
grift
there's a
from the-
billboard, there's spray paint on a wall,
Every
there's water
playthrough
on
is
the
one of
ground,
his
there's
biggest
crazy
playthrough, yeah.
ray tracing
Bill
lighting
and
effects in
Pasta
the game now. The
being
game looks
boyfriends.
so good and realistic. And it blew me away. I was like, oh my God, I didn't know the game looked this good. They really like bumped up the graphics on the Xbox Series X version. So
Really?
just off the bat, I was kind of blown
Phil, I saw some of that stream. That just looks like GTA 5. It really didn't look that much different or impressive at all.
away. I was like, whoa, like this looks superbly good. And I really enjoyed the driving.
Yeah.
Like driving around
Yeah,
now
he's a
in full
fucking
60 frames
graphics horse.
looks
Like,
so
oh,
sick. Compared to
Zelda
the original
doesn't
game where I was
look
playing at
good
30
'cause
frames on
it's
Xbox
not 4K
360.
and it's not ultra realistic mocap.
In 10 years, my God, this game has been completely like, redesigned.
Ignore
from the
Zelda
ground up. Pretty sick.
ass, Ignore all the fun stuff you can do.
Meatball Man says GTA 5 looks better than Final Fantasy 16. Yeah.
Honestly,
I'm not shitting you.
I am beginning to believe that really what it is he strokes off a lot of the Western. He is stroking off Western developers, and he hates Japanese developers. His new GTA 5 is just PC settings on high and low, draw distance, and LOD on low as well. With high with low draw distance, plus the ray tracing is the most basic it gets. Yeah. I just get the idea, like, when it comes to Japanese developers, he won't give them anything. Yeah, GTA just looks the same.
It looks better than Final Fantasy 16 and it has a more consistent frame rate. It does.
Bullshit! Bullshit, it looks better than Final Fantasy 16. The fuck you talking about? What crack you smoking? looks better than Final Fantasy 16. You go, no, Phil. Phil, that's a fucking 7th gen. Like, you look at it, that is part of it's like, yeah, that's stuck in the 7th gen. Final Fantasy 16 at least looks fun. Actually, you don't like the ultra realistic look. It kind of fucks with me, and I don't. Well, here's the thing. It looks more there's that uncanny valley about it, and it also it ages badly. Yeah, he really hates Final Fantasy 16.
It's smooth. While Final Fantasy 16 chugs and dips and looks like shit half the time. This game is really looking really good, okay? Now, as for gameplay...
It runs better, but doesn't look better.
Elements and everything, I'm just getting back into it. I remember with GTA 5, essentially they made it more cinematic to make it more similar to, say, the Red Dead series. And so when they did that, it's not as action-based anymore. So you're trying to, like, run and gun, and it doesn't really react as fast. You're a little bit more sluggish and everything. So I gotta get used to that. I do remember that from the original playthrough. At the same time, I remember, like, the game was a lot of auto-aim. Like, you don't really have to do much manual stuff in this game. It's mostly kind of done for you.
You've lost all credibility. Yeah.
So as soon as...
Returnal. You've lost all credibility with that statement. He had it. Come on. Like, but that's the thing.
As I get used to that, I don't think it's going to be a big deal. Just got to get used to everything kind of, being a little different. Keep in mind, I just played GTA's trilogy a year or two ago when it was released, and that's very different. It's a different kind of game than those. You have to get used to this new modern stuff.
GTA barely 30 frames.
We did turn off the music, which sucks because I was told it was a streamer mode. I was like, that's right up my alley. We'll still have some music. No streamer mode. Whoever said that was completely full of shit. And people just told me live, just turn it off. They're like, we'd much rather see you play the game, not have the stream shut down, not have the videos blocked or muted. We just want to see the playthrough. So I turned off the music. And the funny part about it was, how many people complained? You want to know why?
I can't play
in the original Grand Theft Auto trilogy.
My money
GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas. The music is timely. It's of that era.
His eyes looked at
the early 2000s.
Listen, nothing's gonna happen with him. Here's the thing: he doesn't have any money to go to an optometrist.
It makes you feel like you're
and
there,
he's
right?
never going to get new glasses.
You remember how life was back then and how different things
There's
were.
a radio station with
GTA 5, the music is from 10
I'm
years
sure
ago.
there is.
It's
You don't want to use
it. It's like ear diarrhea. I remember when I was playing the game originally. And the music that was in it, I absolutely hated.
But Phil,
I thought the music was terrible.
in that
I was like, wow, there's like nothing notable. Like,
you
no tracks that I wanted to leave on the radio
T.
that I would hear over and over, and I'd be like, oh,
again,
none of that. Basically, I remember the
He's
music
been dead
sucked.
for 20
I didn't like it
years,
at all.
Phil,
And what's funny about it was people were like, you do realize the soundtrack for GTA 5 was the most expensive soundtrack they ever had to get. And I was like, yeah, it makes sense. Because when you're buying music from the 80s or 90s, you're buying the licenses to use that music in your game. Those are older songs. Those songs are not going to be as valuable anymore to license. But when you're licensing modern music, you're paying premium dollar. A lot of those songs had just come out or were recent. And so they had to pay top dollar for that music, and the music was terrible.
Malding?
So it was funny because
mission
I really
failed.
just ignored the music, and no one complained. I was blown away. I thought people would be like, oh wow, he's driving wild and silent. No one cared. And I was like, well, this is good then. I guess this is a good start because it would have been disappointing if people were upset with me because I muted the soundtrack, but people didn't give shit. And quite frankly, I didn't either. So I guess we'll see moving forward with the playthrough. The good news is the first two parts are live and didn't get claimed and didn't get muted.
You have to understand, he does not listen to music. He doesn't do anything.
Live for like 13 hours right now.
This is a man who literally
than pretty much almost all the current videos that I'm putting out.
He's
no surprise there. I mean, what am I doing now?
And become a recluse,
right? So it's not shocking that these videos are doing much better than the other things that I'm currently playing.
Still believe GTA is the best.
But I'm happy
radio
about
stations
that.
commercials.
I think the nostalgic vibe is the fact that GTA,
I like
for some
Saints
reason, people always say,
commercials and stuff like
that.
But
they love watching me play GTA over the years.
GTA
no
probably better.
Right? So we had a good time with it. Now we didn't get too far. Played about 2 hours. We did the intro segment for
and then you uninstalled the game
heist that goes wrong
because you're
dumb.
Then
we played the intro segment for Franklin. And then we swapped over to Michael, and we did like 1 or 2 side quests for Michael, and then we ran out of time. So we're basically still in kind of intro build-up, right? And it's fun. I like it. I can switch between Franklin and Michael.
And here's the thing, he's going to suck off this game for its open world. When he was shitting on Final Fantasy 16 and Zelda for its open world. Really kind of just showing how bad he is.
He can later on help you with heists. Now, I didn't recruit him in my first playthrough 10 years ago, so people are really pushing for me to get this character this time around, which I'm down for. I want to do stuff I didn't do in my first playthrough. I didn't recruit this me up. What people really want me to do is get Packy, because in my original playthrough, I missed Packy, who's Patrick McCreary. He was one of the supporting characters of GTA 4, and he's a character in GTA 5. If you get him, he can later on help you with heists. Now, I didn't recruit him in my first playthrough 10 years ago.
I hate his childhood.
Pushing for me to
That's
get
true,
this
Frosty
around,
Beats.
I'm down for. I want to
Did
do
you
stuff I didn't do
hear
in my
his
first
whole
playthrough.
thing about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Like, I'm not really a fan of the new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff, but it's like, it's for kids. It's not for me.
It'll be pretty
fine, that's okay.
Happened there as one of the characters that take part in it. So,
first mentioned oral sex and he got real weird.
What's hilarious is that idiots are saying that's a slur. No, it's his nickname, Packie, and it's short for Patrick. They call him Packy. It's his nickname from GTA 4. So if you say that, I'm just going to laugh at you, and if you continue to say it, I'm just going to ban you because you're an idiot.
Aww.
The toxicity.
Phil, it is still a slur.
It went really well last night.
There are people named Patrick who will use this, but it's still, you could call it a fucking slur, because it kind of is a slur.
GTA 5 is a lengthy game. The story mode is about,
I think most people named Patrick don't use that no more.
Don't quote me on that. In fact, shall I check and see? Why not, right? Let's take a quick look.
Oh, you're live. Let's just do this. So hot for Dragon Dogma 2. Remember back I played San Andreas, you filled the customs? No one cares
Let's
about
see
this
here.
random
Trying to
NPC.
find it.
Hype for Mario. Oh, yeah, the Mario RPG remake's going to be
So here's when I was playing the
fun,
game as an
I'm sure.
FPS game.
Because I'm
It
hoping
was
that
actually
that does
January
well so we
2015,
can get
so it was
the
only a
Paper
little over a
Mario
year
games
after
on
my original
Switch.
playthrough, and that's why
I will
people got
fucking
really bored
play
with
the...
it.
I will buy it and play the
so
fuck
let's see
out
how
of
long I played
1,000
it.
Years
This is good for
Door.
stats. Let's see here. So
Like, I actually never played the N64 one, but
I only
oh
played
my
8
god,
hours.
I
and then I
love
dropped it.
1,000 Year Door.
I knew it was about 2 streams. I only played 8 hours. People got bored, and then I dropped the playthrough.
One of my favorite
Okay?
GameCube games.
But if we take a look at my
That's-
original
the
playthrough,
fact
which I'm
that
looking for
Ratchet-
right now,
And Clank Rift Apart comes to
Excuse me.
Steam. Wanted to play, but have
it
no
was actually
PS5.
December when I
Yeah,
started that playthrough, December 2014.
I know.
Okay,
Yeah, not everybody
and my
can get a
original
PS5,
Grand Theft
and the
Auto 5
Pro's
playthrough.
coming out
You ready for
soon
this?
as well. I'm like, I don't know.
Excuse me.
Bill, in the
187
microphone,
parts.
please.
Okay.
Would you mind just, dropping dead? Please?
And some parts were as short as like 8-9 minutes. Other parts were as long as 30 minutes. So they varied. I just
think
averaged
Mario
10 minutes.
Paper
Let's assume
Marios
every
are
part was 10
amazing.
minutes.
Yeah.
Then the playthrough was 32
Oh,
hours
yeah,
long.
Cenobite. No, Paper
All right?
Mario is...
Now, keep in mind, I did a lot of side
Wii
content.
one
I did
was
a lot of
not
that
as
stuff
fun
in the
as
playthrough.
Thousand Year Door was
then,
like...
I didn't have an interactive audience. It was just me playing the game, and that was it. There was no me stopping and talk with people
Also,
to
the
shout out
fact that you
contributions.
can
None of
get
that.
the
All right?
Luigi
So
badge
today,
and
this
the
new
Wario
playthrough that I'm
badge.
doing
is
is going to be very different. I would bet that this run, this playthrough that I'm just starting, I bet this playthrough will be longer than the original. That likely people want to see me do a lot of the side stuff. You guys will be telling me about Easter eggs and things to do.
Yeah,
right?
it really is. He doesn't want to do the snort stuff.
You guys will also be telling me
clears,
about,
and
like, for
then
example, I missed
just-
out on Packy as being a heist companion. I'm sure you want
Thousand
me
Year
to do
Door,
that stuff in this
almost
run,
a
right?
perfect
So
game.
that'll be the stuff
Yeah,
that I focus on this
Cenobite,
time.
I
And because
agree.
of that, I guarantee you that this will probably be longer than the original.
So
I'm guessing
close
probably
to a
about 40
fucking
hours,
perfect game.
if not longer.
Try the
right?
N64
So we got a
one you
long
have
way to go.
online.
It's good
It's not
because this is
bad.
going to be one of the
Honestly,
major
it's
focus
just
games that I'm going to be
1000
playing
Year
over the
Door
next
I will
month and a
take a
half
look
until
at
we
that
release it in
one then,
September.
the
okay?
N64
And in
one,
fact, the
but
question
yeah.
came up last night. It was a
1000 Year
great
Door,
question. Okay.
basically almost a perfect game.
Someone
It is
said,
just amazing.
Phil, if you haven't
And the
noticed,
fact that
this
you've
is
got
one of
that
your
whole
most
thing
popular
of like,
streams
hey,
you've done in
can
a
you
while.
get through the
Why don't you
entire
play this as the daytime
100,
stream?
like
Okay?
100
Fair enough
floors to see
question.
if
Now,
you
some
can
people
get
are like,
to the
yeah,
bottom.
for us Europeans, we're not going to be able
Oh yeah,
to tune
GTA
in
5 will be a
to late
forever
night
game
streams
for
of
him,
this, because
just
it's too late
like
for us. We'll have
fucking
to watch the videos
Skyrim
on
and
demand,
all
which
that.
is fine.
Oh, he's
but we like to
rocking
be there
back and
live for
forth
some
on the
streams.
X and
Would
Y
you play
axis.
GTA 5 as a daytime stream? Okay, so here's your answer. Yes, but only once we beat Final Fantasy 16. We have to complete Final Fantasy 16.
Like
It's a
unfortunately,
game that I've been playing for a month. We're 29 hours
Paper
in.
Mario
We got to
was
finish
not
it.
as
So
good in my
we have to make a
opinion.
push to finish Final Fantasy 16, and once that game is done, then GTA 5 can then become a daytime stream. Okay.
A
And that'll
daytime
be
stream
good,
for
then we'll free up some more night
GTA?
streams for other stuff.
Oh
For
my
example, we can do more chill late night playthroughs, we
goodness!
can do retro
Come
playthroughs
on
of
now,
classic games
nobody
like I talked about,
wants
like Super
that
Mario Brothers 3
shit.
or Mega Man.
Keep
Or
it on the
we can go
night
back to Elden
stream.
Ring. We have a lot of options. Okay, so
Oh my god, what is?
yeah, let's see streams for other stuff. For example, we can do more chill late night playthroughs. We can do retro playthroughs like classic games like I talked about, like Super Mario Brothers 3 or Mega Man. Or we can even go back to Elden Ring. We have a lot of options. Okay, so yeah, let's see. We're actually doing Final Fantasy 16 again this coming
Oregon
Tuesday,
King
and
will
again we'll probably
the
have
pet
2
streak
streams of it coming up
dying.
next week. Like we
So
basically
I
have
watched
to
that live
try to finish
until
this
it was on
game.
the verge of
And I know
tears.
it's at this
Oh,
point
yeah.
it seems to be becoming more of a
I
chore than anything else.
wish
Actually, people streaming
Ella,
and dropping.
I
Honestly,
wish
29
William had
hours
not
in.
deleted
I'm not
all
going
this
to drop
stuff.
the
I
game.
really want to
okay?
watch the
We're too
stream
invested
where
in it. But at the same time, it's
where
pretty
that
sad.
died for LSB.
Quite honestly, when
Also,
the
I
vast
just-
majority
I
of my
really
audience
would've liked
is
to see
saying,
some
we'd
of the
rather have you
LSB
play a game that's
streams.
10 years old. We'd rather have you play classic
was not
games.
that
We'd rather
good,
have
but
you
the
replay
engine was
Elden
the
Ring
first step
than
away that
play
makes-
the most modern Final Fantasy that just came out because it sucks. That's
Oh, you
really
watched
fucking
it live
sad.
too?
It
Yeah.
is. And you know what
See,
also is
'cause
funny?
I wasn't
looked
watching all
online.
that stuff
You can't
live,
find sales
but I
numbers
really
for Final
would-
Fantasy
I
16.
really would've
All you
wished
can
I
find,
could,
the only number that Square
I
Enix put
really
out
wish
publicly
LSB had
was the
not
day one
deleted
sales.
stuff, and if there was
Within the first
archive,
day,
I
they sold
wish
3
I
million
could
copies
find
because
it.
everyone pre-ordered
I've never been
it.
able
For
to
some
find
reason,
that.
they haven't mentioned a single sales number since. What happened in the month and a half
That's
since
the
it
thing,
came out?
Sunful. Like,
They're
he
not saying.
deleted all his
And everyone's
stuff,
actually trying to kind
so
of
I don't know
guessing.
where to find
What
it
happened was
anymore.
everyone pre-ordered the game. And then when it came out, played it,
gotta
like, what the fuck
find
is
if-
this?
if he,
And because word of mouth spread, no one else bought
who
it.
asked-
That
he
basically
put a
only the
poll
initial
up,
install
Rowdy
base who
Boomer.
bought it, and that's it. And this happened.
It was
just like a
either- it was
movie,
either,
everyone goes to see it at first. Oh my god, it sucks.
Mega
and then no
Man
one else sees it
Retro
after. People are
Collection.
figuring if the same thing happened.
Well, it would be either that
So,
or
we'll see when eventually these
GTA
numbers do
or
come out.
Saints
They
Row
can't hide
2
them
or
forever.
Saints Row
But
3.
I'm very interested to see what happened with this game. I really am.
Why does he care about
anyway,
sales numbers? I don't
that was
fucking
yesterday.
know.
What an eventful day. All right, I was very pleased with how GTA 5 has gone. Like I said, the two GTA
yeah,
GTA 5
Son of
videos.
I wasn't watching live
The two
streams.
GTA
Like,
5
it was basically
videos
only
that
I
I
was
just put
watching
out
Tevin's,
last night,
but I
only
wouldn't
12
always
hours
watch.
they've been live.
I think
Already
I
they
did
got more
watch,
views on them than any videos I've been
I'd
putting
seen
out in like the last
Tevin's
month.
one.
Seriously, more views than Final Fantasy,
But
more views
I
than Street
never
Fighter,
watched
more views than
LSB,
even,
and
well, I think
I'm
Neither the
sad
Blooper
that
one
I
or two videos
didn't
have more
watch
views, but
LSB
keep in
because I
mind,
wish
those
I
just were
had.
released, within a few days, maybe GTA 5
So
surpassed
I
them,
need to
right?
see if there's
So-
an archive of some of his old streams.
If anything, it definitely means
All
that
right,
people are interested in it and want more of it.
You
Okay.
go do.
All
You go
right,
do.
so let's
the
talk about the
stuff you
schedule for
gotta
the rest of
do.
the week, and let's talk about this interesting video that popped into my feed last night. So, schedule for the week today: DSP versus the internet, my weekly clips react show. As I've already explained, what we'll do is we'll finish the podcast, and then we're going to jump over to DSP Reacts and do a very fun 3-hour reacting stream to the clips that you guys have submitted. I'm very excited for this. You know, as usual, it's good variety, and I'm very interested to see you know what people want me to react to this week because of the new members.
Tevin else being Agent Proper. I never watched a lot of Agent Proper streams. I need to go back and
cool.
Take a look at them
tonight,
as well.
more GTA 5. I'm excited. Now, normally, Sunday night would have been Community Night in Street Fighter 6, but they're taking the servers down tonight because there's major updates to Street Fighter 6 coming tomorrow, which we're going to talk about because I'm playing it all day tomorrow for the new character release. So tonight, more GTA. It should be fun, and I hope that you guys will join me for that tonight, okay? Orcs or Dorks thinks he's banned from my React channel. If you think that, email me. Send me the link to your channel. I can't check it here because I'm on DSP Gaming here. But if you send me the link, I can do it on my phone. I can try to unban you live. So if you right now email me and say, here's the URL to my channel.
Wow, he can unban people live? I didn't know he could do that.
When you've done it, and I'll
He
do
used
that
to
for you,
say he
okay?
couldn't
I don't
do
know why
that.
you're banned over there, 'cause I didn't ban you, but it doesn't mean anything. You could have been banned for a million reasons. I don't know. Okay. So continuing on. Tonight, more GTA. I'm pumped. I'm pumped to see more GTA 5, and I hope you guys will join me tonight. And it's gonna be a good time. All right. Tomorrow, it is Street Fighter 6 all day long. Why? Because it's the release of the first DLC character, Rashid. Rashid is a character who debuted in Street Fighter 5 as one of the new cast. I actually liked the character. He was the new character for Street Fighter 5 that I played with a lot at the launch of the game and actually enjoyed. And so, I'm curious to see how he's going to play in Street Fighter 6. So being that he's brand new, no one knows really how he plays. We're going to be doing his guide. We're going to be doing combo trials. We're going to do a little bit of training mode. Probably do some casual matches to get some basics down, and then take him into rank.
Oh,
right?
is that the closet
Now, another major change happening tomorrow. They're changing the way that you execute a drive rush cancel. Instead of it being having to dash with your joystick or D-pad double tapping, instead you can just press the 2 medium buttons, which is going to be great for certain characters who are in the middle of a move and want to, drive rush cancel out of it. But you're already in a motion, and now the game doesn't know how to read your input. A lot of the times I try to drive rush cancel with a character like Luke, and it drops for me, which is very frustrating. So hopefully this will make it easier to execute and more consistent. So all day long tomorrow, Rashid in Street Fighter 6. It's going to be an exciting day of checking out new content in the game. I hope you'll join me for that. Okay. Then on Tuesday, we continue on with Final Fantasy 16 on the daytime stream, and the night stream on Tuesday will be the community lobby night that we would have done on Sunday night in Street Fighter 6. So everyone will be welcome. We'll set up a lobby. We'll password protect it. Everyone will join, and I'll play with a variety of characters. I like this community nights. It's a time for me to use characters I'm not good with, like Honda or Dalsim, and just kind of mess around with them and try to learn basic strategies with them without having to worry about a ranked environment where everyone's try-harding it up and you basically don't have time to stress test anything, right?
He
so
just wants people to let him win.
On Tuesday night, okay? And then on Wednesday, the daytime stream will be Blanca's Road to Master. What does that mean? It means that I'm going to be doing a 3-hour rank stream with Blanca in Street Fighter 6.
I do.
Where my goal is to try to push him as close to Master ranking as possible. He's currently a 4-star diamond.
LSP's been doing pretty well on doing
to playing with Blanca on the stream, I can get really far. I don't think I'll hit Master. Because once you hit 5-star diamond, you have to earn a ton of points. I think it's like 15,000 points to hit Master rank. But I feel like as long as I maybe watch some tech videos, and I play pretty solid, I'm pretty confident that we can get close to Master rank on Wednesday. And then maybe like 1 or 2 more major streams and we can get him to Master. That's it. That's the height of what you can do in the game to be at Master rank. That'd be very exciting to have my first character at Master, okay? So that's the goal on Wednesday's main daytime stream. And the night stream on Wednesday, more GTA 5 anniversary run. All right. So what an exciting week. We got React content in GTA tonight, Rashid and Street Fighter 6 all day long tomorrow. More Final Fantasy and community night in Street Fighter 6 on Tuesday. And then the Road to Master with Blanca on Wednesday, paired with more GTA 5. That's a great variety of stuff coming up. As I already stated, we got the Machinima event coming up this Saturday. Keep in mind, in the month of August, we're going to have a ton of special events planned. There's going to be a retrospective marathon where you guys are going to nominate your favorite moments of my 15 years as a creator. And we're going to have a whole retrospective day where we react to that content together live. There's going to be a Project 7 retrospective event we're going to do, and a bunch of throwback playthroughs. So lots of special stuff is coming in the month of August. I hope you guys are excited for all of that, okay? I'm actually really excited to get, heavily into GTA 5. The thing is, we got to beat Final Fantasy first. Once Final Fantasy is done, then we can focus a lot on GTA 5 and balance that back and forth with Street Fighter. I think that would be great, okay? Cool. All right, title it 15 Years of Phil, spelled P-H-I-P-H-T-E-N. Hoy, oy, oy. JJNS or something else, although you have come up with catchy names for our last few events, so that's pretty cool. How about, we need to think of a special name for Project 7, the Project 7 event, and we do need a special name for the retrospective. I was thinking I was going to call it, DSP's 15-year retrospective. I thought that would be a good name for it. All right, Orcs or Dorks did email me. Let's see if we can figure this out. Let's see if this works. Orcs or Dorks, you are not banned on DSP Reacts. I just checked. In fact, hold on. I'll check on both channels. Oh, wait a minute. You can't be banned here. You just talked, right? So there's no way that you're banned here. I mean, just for the sake of argument, I'll double check.
Did play. Wait. Oh, damn it.
Nope.
I was looking
you're not banned on either of my channels.
Actually did
so I have no idea why you thought you were banned
on
DSP React, but you're not. Yeah, I don't know, man.
Space
It could be some weird thing going on with YouTube then. I don't know, because I didn't hide you, and it doesn't have the option for me to unhide you.
Hope he doesn't play.
Okay. Anyway, so that's what's going on. Now, we are going to do shout-outs, but well, should we do shout-outs first and then get to the topic I want to talk about? I think we should. It's kind of a big build-up here for what I'm going to talk about this one. You guys have no clue. Basically last night, as I told you guys, at night, before I go to sleep, usually I'll fish through YouTube for stuff going on, and a lot of the times I've been watching Street Fighter 6 tech videos to prepare for my Street Fighter streams. Well, something popped into my feed last night. It was the first time ever that I watched a video like this, and I was fascinated. I was absolutely fascinated. But we'll talk about that in just a sec. Let's do shout-outs first. Let's get the shout-outs out of the way, and then I want to focus on this for the rest of the show. Okay?
He hasn't mentioned too, thankfully. Yeah.
Sound good? All right, so... Yeah. First of all, on the YouTube side of things, Orcs or Dorks,
yeah,
your membership for
who
26
knows?
months.
He might play too.
Umi just did a super chat
especially
asking
if it
the
comes
same
to Game
question
Pass.
that like 27 people have asked in the last few days, and I've answered it every time people keep asking it. I'll answer it again. Umi did a super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Phil, I remember correctly, this is your 3rd GTA 5 run. You did a first-person playthrough early 2015, but not finished. What happened? I'll explain it yet again, all right? So, my original run of Grand Theft Auto 5 was on the Xbox 360. It was the launch. Remember, it came out in September of 2013. All right. Now, within 2 months of that, both new consoles came out, both the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. And, of course, Rockstar, I really feel like Rockstar did this to double dip. Like, this was their plan all along. They figured if we release this game early on the current-gen console, everyone's going to buy it. But then we can easily port it to the next-gen console in 1 year and just up the frame rate, and now everyone's going to buy it again. And that's literally exactly what happened. Like, no exaggeration. That's exactly what happened. And so, what happened was I did my first playthrough, everyone loved it. And then a year passed. So it was like November, December 2014. And all my viewers were saying, are you going to play GTA 5 again? And I was like, well, do you really want me to? I played it a year ago. I mean, the playthrough's fresh in our minds. Does it really make sense for me to replay the game again? And people were like, yes. I was like, all right, if you guys, want me to do it, I'll do it. So I bought the game again, full price, another $60. And we started with the playthrough. As I said, I just looked it up. Back then, my videos were only 10 minutes long each, okay? So we started playing it, and within 2 streams, people were bored. I only played it 8 hours. And then people got so bored, they're like, it's the same game, there's really no changes. Yeah, you're playing it as a first-person game, but it's really identical. I mean, seeing 60 frames is kind of cool, but it's really not that much of a change from the original. And therefore, people got so bored, they just asked me to stop playing it and do other stuff, so I did. So, yeah, at the time, it seemed like everyone wanted it, and then as soon as I started, people were like, nah, it's too soon. So it happens sometimes, no blame to be passed here. Everyone thought maybe it would be interesting to see it again, but I guess it just really is too soon to play the same game twice in a year and a half, right?
I mean, yeah, Rockstar went in nickel and dime, motherfuckers. Wow.
It was only 8 hours. It wasn't the full playthrough whatsoever. Like I said, the game is a minimum of 30 hours. So I wasn't even like a third or a fourth into it when we quit that second playthrough. So it's not a second playthrough. The first playthrough exists, and now we're doing the real second playthrough. That was just kind of an 8-hour demo of the first-person mode, and that was it, okay? So I hope that clarifies. No, this is not my third playthrough. This is my second playthrough, okay? Okay.
I know.
Let's do tips, and then let's talk about what
Rockstar resells and repackages
I received
their
a
games.
$30 tip.
Nintendo?
This one is from Game Tracker, and he says he wants to comment on his submission for DSP Reacts this week. And indeed you shall. However, allow me to play you a nice tip animation first, and allow me to get this tip on the leaderboard, our first major tip of the day. All right. Thank you, Game Tracker. He says the following. I want to comment on my submission for the week. I know I've submitted one of your early Street Fighter V matches before. That was from the game's infamous betas. This match today is actually from the game's infamous launch. Yeah, there's not a huge distinction, but there's 3 reasons that I submitted this video. Number 1, it's hilarious and I can't help myself. Number 2, now that you played a bunch of Street Fighter 6, it's pertinent to compare its launch to that of Street Fighter 5. Here's a simple truth. No matter how good a game's netcode is, there's only so much you can do to help a truly shitty connection. We've seen how Street Fighter 6 handles bad connections now. Let's directly compare it to the previous entry's tech. And then number 3, in a recent episode of your podcast, someone super chatted with the suggestion you watch old Street Fighter 5 matches. They didn't provide any reason or context for doing so, they just suggested it. So I guess here's some context for it. All right, so I guess we're going to be watching a Street Fighter 5 match from the launch of Street Fighter 5. I just tell you the game is terrible. I know how bad it was, so I guess we're watching that today on the show. All right, all right. I also received a $2 tip from Zangief's Wrestling Pants. He said, I can't wait for Phil's Fast and Furious 15-year festivities. Have a good stream today. Thank you very much to Zangief's Pants. They must smell interesting.
What the fuck?
Thank you for the $2 tip.
What the fuck?
I just received 2 super chats. The first from Mango Jewel Pods. I think Game Tracker has a crush on me. Well, there you go. And then Lord Prince Albert did a super chat. He says, I have arrived. Everyone pull out your Vaseline. That's absolutely disgusting, but it's good to have you here, Lord Prince Albert. Welcome to the stream.
Yeah, you just did a joke about, like...
Very nice.
How someone's pants smell. What the fuck is wrong with you, Phil?
Speaking of Vaseline,
yeah,
that's how Zangief puts his pants on.
10 milliseconds
anyway,
is
all right,
terrible
guys,
now, according to
it's
the
time to get
guy.
to the subject at hand, all right? Last night, I'm relaxing, all right? Getting ready for slumber. And I'm looking for something to watch, all right? And I'm just browsing through YouTube, and of course, my YouTube feed is now full of Street Fighter 6 videos, because I've been watching Street Fighter tech videos pretty much every time I play the game to try to learn strategies and things, the characters I'm using. It's worked really well, by the way. Like, you haven't noticed? Every time I take a character into rank, I seem to know 1 or 2 new things that is really useful. So anyway, I'm on YouTube, and I'm browsing through, and something pops into my feed. You ready for this, guys? The big build-up. I know I've been building it up. The name of the video, and don't quote me on this, it's not word for word, but the name of the video is something like this. You ready? LTG can't handle the jab, jab, jab. Now, immediately I read the title.
That's it? You hype it up and it's a nut. Phil, that ain't even a nothing burger. That's like an impossible nothing burger. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Of this video. And I know it's a Street Fighter 6 video. And I think in my head, oh no. So basically, he probably is complaining about Street Fighter 6, the same thing I've been complaining about. That there's too many characters who can just mash jab, and it interrupts everything you do. And I'm thinking, this is probably going to be like a salty compilation video, right? Like, it's going to be like a 10-minute video where they just take him freaking out about Street Fighter 6 people mashing jab and interrupting everything he does. That's what I thought it was going to be, all right? So I click on the video, and much to my surprise, that's not what it is at all. What this is an hour-long edit where basically they took matches that he was playing. And it's weird because I think the matches they picked were the ones he lost, but at the same time, it's not like there were matches where he was getting like blown out constantly and freaking out. I don't know. I just think what it is that people like to act like things are way more drama than they are. I didn't find the video to be too overdramatic at all. Like, I mean, he got angry a few times during the matches, for sure. So do I, you know? I mean, I think sometimes I actually get way more worked up than he did in this video, right? But I don't know, like it was fascinating because I've literally never watched LTG gameplay before. Just being honest, the first time I've ever watched this guy play anything. I don't watch his content. I don't know anything about how he streams or whatever. And I actually watched almost the entire video. Like basically I became absolutely fascinated with this content. Okay, allow me to explain why. There was multiple reasons why I was fascinated by this content. Okay, like so many things were going on. All right.
Yeah, two
so,
scrolls
number
the
one,
same thing. Big surprise. Yeah.
his layout. Okay, here's my layout when I stream. Okay, here's my layout. As you can see, okay, keep in mind this camera should be fitting into this frame right here. But you see my layout? I would consider that my layout is a minimalist layout. All right, and what I mean by that is, as you can see, I give the game 95% of the real estate on my screen. For me, when I'm playing the game, it's about the game, right?
Phil, like, my overlay means that all this stuff, it doesn't have a whole lot covering it. You've got this thing covering a good bit of your screen. No, it's not 95%. It's probably closer to like 80% or something like that. Like, yeah, 95%. Bull fucking shit. Minimalist is lazy.
LTG
yes,
layout
Cenobite.
essentially is he's over here in the upper left-hand corner, and he's got a big widescreen camera. Below him is his stream chat. And I think he's streaming on Twitch currently. So below him is the Twitch. So this whole third of the screen over here is him and his chat. Okay? Then over here, like this segment of the screen is the game, but it's small. It's like crushed, like small. And then he's got like stuff on the bottom of the screen running that says what music he's currently playing. He's one of those streamers that he doesn't use the game's natural soundtrack. He has one of those things where he just plays his own custom soundtrack, and it's all video game music, which, by the way, I actually...
Yeah, so he's shitting on overlay. He's basically... Look, he would be shitting on how I do my things. But here's the thing, Phil. Like, this doesn't cover up the game. Like, Phil, like, when you play, like, Zelda or Final Fantasy, like, you're literally... Your face cam covers up the game. It's like, yeah, no. That's the thing I would say. LTG has an overlay. The game is fully visible. It's not like, guys, I don't know where to put my camera, dude. Take your camera off then, Phil. Yeah, oh, yeah, old Phil might have been 95%, but this one, no.
He liked a lot of the music. He's playing like old Street Fighter tunes and stuff. I was like, this is good music, actually. Somebody,
no,
not
just
all
say
of it.
you
He was
think
playing,
you're better
like,
than
Mega Man
LTG
X8, and
and move
I was
on.
like, I
He's
can't stand the
shitting on
Mega Man
design
X8.
and branding,
He was
for
doing
lack
some
of
good
a
stuff.
better
Street Fighter
word.
3 Third Strike, old
Yeah, layouts provide ambiance and setting. And but that's and the thing also is that, Phil, this allows that the stream chat, the camera, and whatever else is not interfering with you being able to see the game itself.
Game. I was like,
Like,
these are pretty good too.
overlays work
Like, this is
better
good stuff.
than
But
his
to me,
shit.
if I'm
His
playing a
shit's
game, I want the
old.
natural soundtrack from the game to come through. I never understood streamers who play other music over the game. I don't know. I guess it was always a common thing or a popular thing to do. I never did that. I always just played the game soundtrack, right? So he's doing that, and he says the track. But the other thing, like, there's stream stats going on, and the stream stats were baffling. Okay, allow me to explain what I mean by that. According to his stream stats, when LTG streams Street Fighter 6, he's got 2,000 viewers.
Oh,
Really?
look
LTG
at the jealousy.
has 2,000 live viewers on Twitch when he streams Street Fighter 6. That's great. I was my
He's
jaw dropped.
so jealous.
I was like, holy shit. He has 2,000 viewers when he plays Street Fighter 6. He's got to be one of the top Street Fighter 6 guys, if that's the case. I'm not aware that the FGC gets that kind of views on just random. I know if it's a tournament stream or whatever, but this is him just randomly playing, right? I mean, he's doing something right. If that's his honest viewership he gets every time he plays Street Fighter 6, he's doing really good for himself, and that's good for him. Like, I was actually blown away. I had no clue this guy got that kind of
LTGs were
right?
entertaining.
So that was interesting.
Watching LTG
but the
streams
thing
is
that
more
got me
entertaining,
at the
but I
same
still
time
don't like them.
was, like, for example,
Yeah,
his
no
chat
information
on
being covered.
I didn't
like
see a
rupee
single
amount or
piece of
mini map
intelligent
or
thought
ammo
out of his chat.
counts.
Like,
Yeah.
it seemed like it was the normal, what do they call it? The normal Twitch stream monsters for fighting games. They're just
Oh,
spamming dumb memes and shit.
he's known
They're
for
insulting
view
him when
botting.
he's playing. They're just being toxic. And I was looking at this and I'm like, I don't actually see a single reason to have that on the screen. Like, it's not adding to the stream. In my opinion, it actually took away. I would rather see more of the game than the chat. The chat was too distracting and was very stupid. Like, I didn't get why the chat was on the screen. It wasn't entertaining. Didn't add anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, the audience that was there, yeah, a lot of them were toxic towards him. And I was like, I don't think this makes sense to have that on the screen then. You know what
Like, Phil, a lot of streamers would prefer to have that so that when you interact, you can actually look at what the other person said. You know? It really does show he is so much of a boomer in all this stuff. It's like, this is the thing. Almost everyone, yeah, it adds something for the audience. It doesn't, but that's the thing. Cenobite Mommy, he doesn't look at it like what it's added for the audience. He just thinks, what does it add for me, Ree? And it really is the idea. Like, almost every streamer I know that is not, retarded like Phil will have the chat on it, something, so that, because he's just talking to the void and you don't know what they're saying.
I'm saying?
No, I don't
So
know what
understand
you're
that.
saying.
The other thing that got me, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be shockingly honest here. So I watched this. It was an hour. Now, I guess this hour comprised 2 different sessions, a Friday night session and a Saturday session that he played. And both times he's playing it from 2 to 4 in the morning. He has the time, his local time on the screen when he plays. And I'm like, geez. I could never imagine playing Street Fighter at 2 to 4 in the morning. That would not be the time that I want to play it. You know what I mean? Like, I'd be playing it at prime time, and he's playing at like 2 or 4 in the morning. Like, holy shit, right?
Well, maybe,
I don't know how he's doing
maybe
that.
because
asleep,
I don't know, maybe he does
playing
other
at these
things. I
times,
don't know.
and the thing that I noticed, so it's, I watched an hour. It was an hour video. But each, the segment, I guess if it was unedited, would have been like 4 or 5 hours of gameplay. But I'm noticing, with 2,000 viewers, okay, and this is me being honest, this is not me shit-talking, he wasn't getting many contributions at all. Like, he had on his screen, he has all these stats and shit all over his screen. At the top of his screen, it's like, this person resubbed for this many months, and this person, or whenever someone would contribute, there'd be like a pop-up on his screen that says Covenant or something, or sometimes if someone did like a $3 tip, it would do the AI talk where it would say something that they wanted it to say or whatever, right? So, he's basically, he's talking and doing his gameplay, and he's got 2,000 viewers on the stream, and the only thing I'm seeing is toxic shit in his chat, and really very few people supporting him. And I was like, wow, that kind of sucks. Imagine if you were getting tons of viewers, but maybe what it is that the vast majority of viewers this guy gets are all people who don't like him, and they're just being real toxic to him. I actually started to feel a little bad. I was like, that sucks ass. If that's the case. Again, I don't know. This is the first time I've ever watched this guy's content.
And
so imagine you're bringing in thousands of viewers.
Yeah.
Tons of viewership. But the people are there just to
too.
basically take a
like,
dump on you,
what was it?
rather
like,
than actually support what you're doing.
I know
like, I was like, that sucks.
did some of his
right?
stuff. He had
for me,
like
listen, I know I got trolls, but I also know that I got a
jukebox.
good number of people. Every stream I do, we got hundreds of people who are here to be positive, to be happy, to have a good time with me.
He's been
It's not every
shitting
single time I play a
on-
game, people are here to dump. Listen, you guys
on
razz me. I get it.
LTG
When I
being
play
at
Street Fighter,
level
especially,
2
you guys
instead of-
fucking
instead
razz
of
me.
Phil being
All right,
stuck
I
at
get
level
that.
1.
But I was just shaking my head. I don't get it. I see a toxic chat. Oh, by the way, this is another thing too. His chat wasn't really moving that much, and I'm wondering if he has a lot of moderation on his chat because his chat wasn't moving as much. If there's 2,000 people on the stream, why was it?
Chat's frozen, guys. Talk to me. Why won't you talk to me? Like, yeah, it's all about DSP. It's all about that, but then it's like, Phil, what the fuck?
Wasn't many people chatting. And I'm wondering maybe because he gets so much trolling, he has to have a lot of moderation on his stream, like mine too. That I get, all right? See, I'm trying to be reasonable here. This is the first time I've ever watched him.
Trying to be reasonable.
Now, basically, again,
he is
it's fascinating
trying to
'cause you're
be
sitting there
reasonable.
and you're watching it, and you're just trying to understand it because I'm a streamer just like him, and I didn't get it. Like his chat didn't seem to work like my chat.
Had
His
insane
views were
mods,
way more than mine, but at the
anything
same
negative
time,
about
it seemed
Dale.
like he was getting way less support than me, and it was so confusing. I was just like, it was really weird. It was like a case study almost. They're trying to see how this worked, right? So anyway, that's. A lot of people in chat are saying he view bots. I have no idea. I'm not going to accuse the guy of anything. I'm just giving you my factual observations from watching this
Factual
hour, okay?
observations.
That's my factual observation from what
Phil,
I saw. All right?
Phil, if you told me the time, I'd
Now-
have to double check it. All right.
Let's talk
I
about
wouldn't
the actual
trust you if
content,
your
all right?
tongue was
First of all,
notarized.
immediately when I started watching, I wanted to commentate on the match. I was dying to commentate. I was like, dude, I would love to watch this live
Wait,
with
how
my
many
audience
viewers do
and
you
commentate
get
on
in
the
a
gameplay.
dozen or two people
Because I'll tell
talking?
you, some of the things he says, I agree with when it comes to the gameplay of the game. He's mad because certain characters are getting away with just jabbing like crazy and interrupting his stuff. I agree. I think that the game has a big problem with that there's certain easy mode characters who can just fucking walk up jab or react to jab, wake up jab, and they beat everything. And that's actually what the name of the video, I think, was trying to poke fun at. But it's a valid criticism of Street Fighter 6 in my opinion. So I was kind of agreeing with him on a lot of that, all right? And
Nobody cares
basically,
if you were agreeing,
I was enjoying it because I was actually watching it neutrally. I wasn't against LTG,
It is
but
a
also
fact
I wasn't
as
like
used
pro
to you
LTG.
as
You know what I'm saying? Like I was just
factual.
trying to watch it objectively, and I was starting to analyze his gameplay, and I was starting to see some flaws in his gameplay that I think that he
DSP
could
trying to start
dramatically
drama for
improve his gameplay if he
attention
made
again.
some changes.
And
But one
here's
thing
the thing,
immediately
Frosty Beats.
baffled
If
me.
he
Maybe you
starts
guys
drama
can answer
with
this, because I
Dale,
would love an answer if you guys
Dale
have an answer,
wins.
for those of you familiar with LTG. Okay, so this was gameplay from Friday and Saturday of this past week, so this is yesterday
listen,
and the day before.
You want an
So he
LTG
plays two
versus
characters in Street
Phil
Fighter 6.
thing?
Marisa? Excuse me,
Dale's
oh, man.
gonna win.
He plays Marisa and he plays JP. Those are his two main characters. I don't know if he uses anyone else, but that's all for this compilation. That's all that they showed is that he had those two characters. Okay. So
He's
here's
so up
number
his
one.
own
What confused
ass.
me.
I mean,
so he plays Street Fighter 6 a lot, right? I would
actually,
assume he plays
they're
more
both
than
up
me.
their
That's
own
his game.
ass.
That's what he's
That's
being
the
used. I think
problem.
2,000 viewers a stream every time he plays the game. So this is what he's playing,
Ooh,
right?
LTG would take him to court action.
So
Oh,
his
that's
Marisa
right. Yeah.
is I would assume
Yeah.
his
Show
lower
it,
character.
show it.
She's 1-star diamond. Okay,
Oh,
so kind of
Dale will destroy.
I would argue that my Zangief
Dale
and my
actually
Lulu are
might
coming
get in a
up, and
fight
they're
with
gonna hit
someone.
diamond very
Like,
soon.
Dale
so it
is
sounds
not
like
somebody.
Marisa's kind of like a
Here's
secondary
the
character,
thing.
and she's like 1-star diamond.
If you
okay?
got into a fight
But
with
his
Dave,
best character
it's,
is JP,
it's one thing.
right?
Okay, you probably whoop Dave.
And
Dale?
he's only 2-star diamond.
That
I
dude
was
looks
like,
like he
you've been
actually
playing
could
this
whoop
game
your
nonstop
ass.
since the game
He
came
looks
out.
like he's in a
How is
pretty
he only
good shape.
2-star diamond?
I would not
You know,
want
my Blanca is 4-star
I wouldn't want to get
diamond.
into a fight with Dale.
And I don't play that much. Like once a week I play Blanca, if that. And I'm 4-star
No, he-
diamond.
oh, he
And I'm
ran
like,
from
I'm
VIscant
looking at it, I'm like,
too?
I wonder what's going on here.
Oh,
So immediately that's what
they're
hit me. I was like,
both
dude, I thought for
cowards?
sure he'd be like master. I thought for sure LTG would be master rank. I'm not even shitting you. If he's playing this nonstop, I thought he'd be master rank. I would think that most people in FGC who are playing real hard are master rank by now. I'm one of the few,
He's light skinned, he got a glass
jaw.
jaw.
I'm
Oh
not
my
master rank because number one, I'm not playing it full time, and number two, I'm playing variety characters. You know, I got Blanca.
But you know what we gotta do?
Zangief, Ryu.
We got to egg this on. It didn't need to be like
now, the characters I've been using.
It'd be like that Sims thing,
Marisa,
monkey knife
right?
fight.
And then I do variations of other characters as well, like throwing in like Honda or Dalsim or other characters. You know, I played a variety of characters over the course that I played this game. I split my time.
You gotta head
I
out
haven't
for
only
work.
been
All right,
focusing
son
on
of my
one, two
mom. You
characters,
have a good
which it
day
seems
at
that's what
work,
he's doing.
okay?
He's really only playing JP and Marisa, right? I kind of scratched my head. How is he only 2-star diamond? Now Mango says actually he has 2 accounts and he's switching between them. All right, that would be a legitimate reason, and that's what I'm looking for because my mind was blown. I was like, how can he only 2-star diamond? I really was confused. So that's good to know.
I don't know the
playing
folks
2
in the
accounts. Maybe he's trying
FGC,
to
so
avoid
I don't know.
Maybe he's trying to avoid fucked up stuff happening
But
to
if
him.
the fact is that he's a bitch also,
Ricky says he has 2 accounts. One is for JP, one is for Marisa. If he rage quits on the JP, then he'll change to the Marisa. Oh, wait. Well, if that's the case, then that's not what I thought. I thought you guys were saying he has 2
Not even
accounts,
hiding more that he
and
thinks
he
he's
uses
better
both
than
characters on both
LTG.
accounts,
I
and
don't even
basically
think
he's
he's
diamond
better
both,
than
but that's why he's never
LTG.
completed enough wins to get master on either. What you're saying is he has 1 account just for Marisa and 1 account just for JP.
Actually,
So then it doesn't
accounts
matter.
for his rage
It just
quits.
means
Yeah.
he didn't get. He's
Because
not getting the wins.
I think, yeah, he has to switch accounts for his rage quits.
Anyway,
I think they
that was my
time
first
you
major
out for if you
observation. Right?
rage
And then the
quit.
other observation, again, I have never seen LTG play a fighting game before. I'm serious. This was my first exposure to it.
I'm
so
gonna
he's playing.
I'm gonna
And
put X to doubt
basically,
on
whenever
that.
something happens that's upsetting to him, like for example, he's doing a combo, he drops the combo, and the enemy mashes jab, and off of jab, they get a
Guilty as
giant
a
punish combo
femboy
that's like
that-
60%. Or, you know, there were some situations that I agree are bullshit that happened to me
They
too.
bodied
I'm trying to
Dale
remember
and-
specifically
Did they
1 or
scoop
2
him?
that
Did
happened.
Dale
Oh,
get
like a Honda, a
scooped?
Robbie online
Oh,
Honda.
he got
And he's just getting
scooped.
lucky with reversal headbutt and shit. And then Honda, he'll do like a random level 3 super. So here's what LTG
He has
does.
played
When he's about to lose the
LTG,
match,
yeah.
he closes, he quits the dashboard. He doesn't close the game. He just quits the dashboard.
Dale ran away
and then
from
he waits
fighting
like 20
VIscant when
seconds,
he
and
learned
then he goes back to the game.
I
And
heard
I was like,
that was the whole thing. Like with Phil was like, oh no,
Why'd you
VIscant
do
was
that?
fucking serious.
I was actually really
VIscant
confused.
is
like he
Viscant's
he's
not a guy
not
like,
look,
yeah.
he's not like disconnecting or rage quitting. He just quits the dashboard. But then he goes back into the game and the game's still running. And I'm like, why is he doing that? And it wasn't once or twice. He was doing this like the entire compilation. It was an hour compilation. He was doing it like every match he lost. And I was like, why is he doing that? I just couldn't. I was confused.
Yeah, I remember.
Because here's the thing.
when Phil
All right,
found out
let's
that
say, for example,
VIscant
it's
had
Eagles. Let's say
black
he just
belts
can't
and was
stand losing
really
and
going to
watching
fight
himself.
him. That's the go.
Okay.
Oh, let's
And the
get
thing is,
you
in previous
DS
Street Fighter
crap
games,
shops,
he was
guys.
like, I don't want to give that person the satisfaction of watching a video where I lose to them and they get to see the animation of them killing me. But the thing is with Street Fighter 6, every single match is archived. Every match you play online, the code is there, and anyone could go watch it from like a third-party view. Like you don't have to be watching my stream to watch my matches. You can go access my matches outside of my streams and watch them back anyway. That's how Street Fighter 6 works. So for him to quit to the dashboard doesn't actually like make any sense. It's not like you're not. I can understand like a Street Fighter 4 or 5. Ha! I'm taking away your satisfaction of seeing the animation of you beating me because I quit the dashboard. You didn't get to see the end of the round, right? People can go see it right now. Like literally, you could find his matches and see him lose every match he's ever played. So it was very confusing to me that he does it. I didn't get it.
What
Like, I
it
didn't
is,
understand what the purpose of
it's
that
so
was.
he's
And
trying
then the other thing
to
that got
get
me.
out of
So
losing.
he would
points,
lose
I think.
a match, and he would blacklist the person. Now, admittedly, I think this is a shtick. I think this is 100% his shtick. He does this to get views, and he does it because it's funny. When he loses,
It's not funny though, Phil. All it does is like, yeah. Phil puts the controller down when he gets bodied. Like yeah, that's the thing. Phil put the controller down. Why don't you understand? I put the controller down. It's like Phil does that kind of fucking shit. And the fact is that, you know, blacklisting somebody who beats you is such a fucking bitch ass move. Like, I mean, I heard, that's why I heard that LTG had gotten banned from Evo. I think he's still banned from Evo. Dashboard's because he hates watching KOs and supers when he loses. He knows he's dead from a combo he dashboards. Isn't it funny how DSP makes a picture of LTG by watching a compilation video? Just like he did with Keem. Anybody? Yeah, that's the thing, DJ Runo. I know, yeah. You're right. It's a compilation video that the Detractor put up there. And basically, this is how you don't play. It's if you looked at it, this is how you don't play, and this is all that Phil is. It's like, well, it's not, but... And this is the thing. This is why Phil is completely toxic, and he never will understand it. Because he does the same thing, and when they tried telling him this, his grug brain could not understand it.
this is a match, and he'll even say shit like, I couldn't believe it. He was like, he's fighting a platinum player. All right, he's in diamond, he's fighting a platinum. And he's like, oh my god, why am I facing a platinum level player when I'm in diamond? This is unacceptable. I don't know why they're matching me with this player. And then he beats the player, right? That's a free win. That's free points for him to rank up. And he goes, oh, I don't want to play platinum anymore. And he goes and he blacklists the player, blocks him, so he'll never play him ever again. I was like, isn't that counterproductive? You banned the person who you could easily beat, and you get points to rank up even further. Why did you ban them? Like, why would you block them? And then there's other people, like, basically, when, you know, he loses to anything, if he loses to a cheap guess, if he loses to a bullshit mix-up, if he drops a combo, if he, you know, all these things, he blacklists the person. And I'm thinking to myself, I mean, immediately, you got to think about how it works, how Street Fighter 6 works, okay? The way the netcode works is that it looks for optimal connections, but it also looks for people with skill level similar to you in rank, but it also looks for regions. And a lot of people aren't aware of this, but it does. Street Fighter 6 is regional based. So you may have noticed the last few times that I played Street Fighter 6 rank, sometimes I'm playing the same person 2-3 times in the same session.
Jail Detractor called Nikolai.
There's like a million.
LG also complains all the time about characters beating him instead of the player. Phil's mad that Craig didn't watch his stream's video. Well, the problem though is that the thing about it was that he like Phil was bitching all the thing because he watched a Detractor video about Keemstar, and yet Phil couldn't understand that. Yeah, it's just your full whiny bitch moves. Yeah, Phil, he's just talking to talk. Phil says I should have won last match when he loses. Yeah, Phil will just like, oh no, I shouldn't have won. Like, oh, they didn't earn that win.
People who bought this game. At any given time, there's probably like 100,000 people online playing it. Why are you playing the same people over and over? Because it's region-based. So a lot of the times I'm playing people in this Pacific Northwest U.S. over and over just because they're closer to me. You see? So if he's blacklisting
Phil, you won't
players,
even play Goji
right,
tanks.
What he's essentially doing is he's killing his player pool. And here, so let's say he lives. I have no idea where he lives. Zero. Let's say he lives in New York City. This is hypothetical. I have no idea where he lives. If he lives in New York City and every player he plays and loses to, he blacklists. What he's now doing is he's making it so that the game is going to have to say, okay, fuck New York. Start looking further. Oh, he lives in Cali? I didn't even know that. So, okay, so start looking further outside of your range. So now, essentially, you're forcing the game to find people with worse connections. So now, you're going to face people who are laggier to you. You see what I'm saying? And so, if this guy, every time he plays, he's blocking 10, 20, 30 players, he's essentially destroying his whole region. He'll never play anyone from his region. He'll only play people from further away, and all that's going to happen is the connections are going to get worse and worse until eventually when he goes to play, all he's going to have are laggy people. So, doing what he's doing is counterproductive. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I'm watching the video, I'm like, I don't get it. Maybe it's an ego thing with the quitting the dashboard, but the blocking of the people just doesn't even make like logical sense. This guy's going to shoot himself in the foot. Eventually, he's going to have no one to play with that's not going to lag. And this is a game that he's obviously, by the way, he's shitting on the game constantly. He's saying things such as, this game sucks, this is the most noob-friendly Street Fighter. And I mean, everyone has said that for every Street Fighter that's come out in the last 15 years. I said it for Street Fighter 4. Street Fighter 5, I don't even think Street Fighter 5 was a Street Fighter game. It was a pattern play game online. It was complete shit, okay? I agree there. But, excuse me, but, you know, in Street Fighter 6 to some extent, I agree. There's a lot of scrubby shit in Street Fighter 6. There really is. There's a lot of scrubby shit. But at the same time, like, I'm trying to actively get better and learn. And I do feel like if I play it enough and I practice enough, the scrubby shit won't come through anymore. Like, I feel like if I get characters to master, you're not going to have to deal with drive impact spam anymore. You don't have to deal with people who just mash jab. It's going to be a higher level of intelligence player who's playing at a higher competitive level. They're not going to do those stupid online things that you're not expecting because they're trying to play like they're in a tournament. You understand? It's just a matter of getting through those ranks. But if he's doing what he's doing, again, he's kind of shooting himself in the foot and making it harder for him to get wins. I actually feel like if he didn't block, he'd be getting better connections. And if he wisely, like for example, you're spanking a platinum player, don't block that person. Keep them there. Play them again. Get more free points. Rank up higher, right? Like why would you block that person? It didn't make sense. I think he gets real heated, right? Like, and you see when I get heated, how I get mad. I get mad. I start swearing. I punch my fucking joystick. I start going crazy on my stream. You guys have seen it in the last 2 months. When I get heated, how heated I get. It's weird. He gets mad. But then instead of like
so Ann's never gonna be able to do video with him at Evo.
Like that's his pattern to deal with when he gets heated. And I'm like, I don't know. I feel like he's hurting himself. Like maybe if he hadn't done this for the game, he would be a master rank right now. You know. And the other thing is, like for example, I actually feel like doing a commentary on video would be cool because
here's the thing you have to understand about Phil. Phil has no self-awareness at all. He does not understand that him and Dale are basically the same person. That's the thing. He'll never understand that. That's why everyone calls him basically white LTG and calls LTG black DSP. He'll never understand that shit. Yeah, if you said any of this to Phil when he's mad at losing, he'll ban you from the chat. He's a he's a fucking hypocrite. Yeah. It's like he's having an out-of-body experience 24/7. It really, like, the thing about this is that Phil is completely and utterly without self-awareness.
See things in his game that I know he can improve. That I'm looking, I'm like, dude, if he just did this, he'd be doing so much better. He'd be winning this match. And I'm watching, I'm like, dude, maybe I should do commentary, not just on him, but maybe I could do commentary on my Street Fighter videos. Because I'm learning the game, and as I'm learning, I'm seeing the holes in other people's game. And I'm like, dude, he could improve dramatically with just a few quick things that I saw. Like, his game could get so much better. And
wow.
I think what it is that he plays a certain way. I think, I'll be honest, maybe he just doesn't get any help. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me to have that Diaphone player watch my gameplay, comment on it, and give me legit feedback. What did Diaphone say? Diaphone said, stop doing drive reversal. Guess what I stopped doing? Drive reversal. I almost never use it now. Start parrying. Guess what I started doing? Parrying all the time. Guess what happens? I started stopping rushdown constantly. Parrying has dramatically improved my game. When I get heated, calm down, get up, walk around, talk with your audience, take a break. That is something.
But Phil, like, what was it the last time where you just got super, super salty? because you're in like diamond rank with Luke. You're just getting bodied. You didn't calm down. You banned everybody in your goddamn chat. LTG doesn't want help. LTG goes into the lab and looks up frame. He goes into the lab and looks up frame data. Yeah, fucking level 1 advice. It's like,
I think I'm getting better at doing. Admittedly, I don't do it all the time, but I started doing it, and I'm getting, like, it's helping. It's helping. Look what happened with Luke on Friday night. The whole first hour with Luke was a disaster. Every match I'm losing.
Yeah, it was a disaster, but it was hilarious, and you were just being a bitch.
I'm so heated. My whole body was covered in sweat. I'm serious. My whole fucking body was covered in sweat.
Yeah, and you took the glasses off. You scammed the glasses. You scammed the hat. You were just scamming motherfuckers and banning them when they put the red frowny face.
I was so upset. And then what happened was I took a break. I used the bathroom. I came back. I talked with you guys. We jumped back in for the second hour after I cooled down, and I was getting wins. So sometimes just getting legit objective advice can help. I am so grateful. And by the way, I told Diphone how grateful I am. I actually reached out to him and said, I just want to say thank you because
you are not
you're someone who
grateful
treated
for
me with
anything,
respect,
Phil.
and someone who wasn't looking to do a meme video that was really mean. Instead, you did a nice positive video, and my game has dramatically improved because you just gave me a chance.
And you deleted
to
that because you a bitch.
And it helped
you
a ton,
also
and I thanked him for that. So
Phil, I remember reading that you deleted the comment because you also had a lot of excuses. So many excuses. Like, Phil, why do you have so many excuses?
and I'm not saying that LTG is looking for help from me. I'm just saying in general, anyone. I think if I watch these videos, maybe I could comment on them, and I could watch top player videos. I could watch mid to low player level. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that I legitimately know Street Fighter 6 good enough that I would enjoy doing commentary over videos of the game. That could maybe be content that I did, but that's up to you guys.
Oh
I don't
my
want to put
God.
out content
He
you guys don't.
really,
This is an idea.
he honestly thinks he would do good commentary. He honestly thinks he could do good commentary. Wow. Wow.
Because I was watching LTG's video and I'm like, dude, he could do this. Oh, look at that setup. Oh man, now that's bullshit that happened to him. And this and that. And I realized I'm doing it in my own head. I'm doing commentary in my own head. This could be a video I'm making right now. This could be a stream I'm making right now. You see?
He really thinks he could do that.
It kind of was an interesting
Phil,
idea.
You have
right?
nothing. I've heard you do your commentary.
You guys, now people are going crazy in the chat. You guys let me know what you want. If you're interested in this, let me know. All right? Because it's all fair game. You know, it is. It's all fair game.
Dunked on Phil's ticket and net causing lag at low milliseconds. Yeah.
Oh, I don't care. By Dad says LTG will never collab with you and he'll be pissed that you did a segment on him. I don't care. I'm not looking to collab. I don't care about collab. I'm telling you, this is what happened with just me. And again, this video randomly showed up in my feed. It wasn't anything I was looking for. I just happened to click on it. You know, I was like, let's just see.
Oh, here's the
let's
thing.
just see what this
Ramen,
is. I clicked on it. I was immediately fascinated. And again, when we watched it together, I would basically explain all this to you. I would point it out. I would like, look at the setup, look at this, look at observe what's happening here. This is weird.
The big thing you saw with that commentary is, there's one thing where you saw his commentary, and what he would do is he just talked over the other guy, and the other guy got pissed. Like, he waited until after the match and he said, "You need to stop doing that." And Phil, like, I don't think ever really learned. It's like, no, because Phil would just do whatever he wanted to do, and Phil did it like a wrestling commentator. Like, Ramen, if you've ever seen his those battle royale commentaries, it's like that. He overhypes everything. He just won't let things breathe. Yeah, he doesn't want to network, no collabs, true mission one mentality. Yeah, no networking. It's here's the thing. He moved halfway across the country, went with Machinima, wouldn't get cross. If he had done that, he would be in a much better position. But no, you didn't want to do anything.
Weird. Yeah. Let's look at this. Let's look at that. I mean, it would be fun, I think. And then comment on the gameplay and whatever. I think it would be fun, right? I think so. So, it's up to you guys. You guys let me know. But anyway, you know, I was trying to approach it fairly objective.
Yeah, in his head, I know still, Rain, yeah. It vanished for commentary for fighting games, and now he says he's doing great commentary. Yeah, the thing about it was that it's always too late to actually do this other stuff. If he had done the stuff with Machinima, he could have diversified his content, and he'd be in a much better position. He still would have been a lolcow, but he would have been in a much better financial position because he would have had other revenue streams. But he can't think beyond whatever's the easiest for him to do.
And as someone who literally doesn't know anything really negative about LTG besides the memes and shit that you guys say, I was just trying to approach it as like a neutral third party, and I was fascinated. I admittedly, I was sucked right in immediately with the gameplay, with the way that he was behaving, with his chat and how they were behaving. The fact that he gets, I can't wrap my head around the fact he's getting 2,000 views a stream. I had no clue. I had no clue he was that popular in the fighting game community at all. I was like, wow, I was blown away. But again, to see that, and then to see that basically it was a lot of toxic people, and it wasn't really people who were like there to enjoy. They were there to laugh at rather than laugh with or enjoy the game. I was like, oh, that's not good, you know? Anyway, you know, it is what it is. We'll see what you guys think, all right? you guys let me know what you think, and we'll go from there. If that's something you're interested in.
I
And again,
think you should Minecraft.
I'm not talking about just LTG. This could be other things too. Like I said, if you want to see me comment on Street Fighter videos in general, like stuff with Street Fighter 6, I think it would be nice to see comment on strategies and things and other things. You know, I like to see other streamer setups too. How they all, everyone's different, right? Like how different. Like I said, my setup 95% is the game, and you have the camera and a little bar at the bottom. That's it. Like I'm all about the game, but every streamer is so different. I couldn't like the game was like in a corner. I was like,
look at it. He is still thinking that he has a better streaming setup than other people. Well, yeah, he's salty that Dale gets 10 times the viewers, even if it's view botting. He is still salty that he doesn't like that Dale does an overlay. Dale does basically, I guess, overlay similar to what I have. It just, instead of like where I just have this stuff because I got nothing else to put down there, he's got like music and stuff like that. Yeah, not all about the game. Constant schedules and begging, as opposed to his chat with 10 fans, 200 trolls of socks, and no chat at all.
weird, because it was hard to see stuff going on half the time too. I was like, I don't know. Anyway,
Hard to see stuff. Phil, if you put your goddamn glasses on, it's not hard to see. Honestly, like, it's the thing that, it's something I do kind of wish that Fantastic Mr. Sam would have done when he talked about, like, some of the streaming stuff that he did. Like, really the streaming setup for Phil is so interesting and how everything is set up with him, because it's so ass backwards and it's so out of date. Empty boxes, old toys, and pictures with a fantastic... Yeah, like, this is literally him just kind of copying lazily stuff like that AVGN or Nostalgia Critic did 10 years ago. Yeah.
cool, right? You guys let me know.
Yeah, he
what you want.
refused to
Something you'd be
upload raw
interested in
streams because
seeing,
he used to hide
and
the
go from there,
chat.
all right? But anyway, I'm just saying this is something that happened randomly last night, and it absolutely fascinated me. I was like, wow, interesting. Okay? All right. Shout out to Nathan. Nathan gifted a membership, and it went to... Who did it go to? Stupid thing didn't update. Hold on.
Yeah.
What's going on, Jade? I will see you on DSP React. Sounds good. I can't even tell you, because now I refreshed.
I don't know. See you on Reacts. Yeah, like, you're right. You are completely right. Anfield Strong, like, he doesn't play Punch-Out. He really is not a big Mega Man fan. He has to hide the overt begging in the chat, especially because the chat moves so slow that it's Nightbot that moves it along.
And it disappeared from my screen. That's delightful.
The junk gives stream
Well,
personality.
whoever got to give the
is
membership
so
from Nathan,
dry.
congrats. I'm trying to find it. It was Dreadlocks Rasta double S. Congrats to Dreadlocks Rasta double S.
Oh my God!
Congrats on the
Who
membership.
the
Be sure to thank
hell
Nathan for that.
cares?
Very nice. And again, I knew it was going to be idiotic, so I ignored it. I ignored it because this is a complete idiot. So I ignored mouth droolers. All right. All right.
And yet you
There's
gave
an interesting
them
fact. It'll
enough
be episode
to,
23
for you
of
to
YouTube
say, I
July
ignore
23rd.
mouth
Well, that'll help me
droolers.
remember the
You
episode.
already gave
though.
them
That's good.
enough.
Sometimes I
Phil.
forget what episode it is. That's good to know. All right, guys, we're winding down. We're running out of time. Remember, I have to set up for the React show. If you guys have any last-minute questions or things you want to throw my way, now's the time to
So
do it. If you want
literally
to,
his
please do.
only thing
All right?
about, like, his pre-stream was literally the Dale shit. Jesus fucking Christ,
Overwatch, we talked
Phil.
about that yesterday on the show. So watch yesterday's podcast for my take on that.
Rewind the stream. I'm not
No, I've
going to
never been to
repeat
Unicorn
myself.
Willow. They don't exist. I don't know if you knew. They're not real. Opinions on the GTA 4 soundtrack, very mixed bag. Oh, they don't exist. I don't know if you... So watch yesterday's podcast for my take on that. No, I've never been to Unicorn Willow. They don't exist. I don't know if you knew. They're not real.
Wow. Don't be
Opinions on the GTA
toxic,
4
Phil.
soundtrack, very mixed bag. There's a couple cool tracks on there, but for the most part, I don't think it was great. I think it's really the original trilogy has the best soundtracks. Thank you, Derek. He says, I love your review Dungeons & Dragons.
Dale shitting
What cuisine
graphics
will we
horror
eat
over
next week feasting
GTA
with Phil?
5 and
Good question. I have no
Final
clue yet.
Fantasy
Talk to my
It
wife
really
about it.
is so
We'll talk about it and see 'cause
boring.
we're going to order for the React event on Saturday, the Machinima event, but not set in stone yet.
Oh, you go get food.
Barrett says, would you consider the Machinima event? But who yet? Talk to my wife about it. We'll have to talk about it and see because we got we're going to order for the React event on Saturday, the Machinima event, but not set in stone yet.
What's he gonna?
Barrett says,
What's
would
he
you
gonna?
consider a segment
What's he
watching
gonna
viewer replays
get?
of Street Fighter 6 and offering advice? Yeah, I mean, isn't that what we're talking about? Is that not what we were just saying? That I'd be fascinated to do like commentary over Street Fighter 6 stuff.
He should know as
So,
a mature,
maybe,
logical
yeah.
adult. Nobody who watched the stream will watch the full VOD.
What's next for horror? I have no idea. What's next for horror? October
Well,
has
he
2 horror games, I
honestly
think,
thinks
coming
that
out,
he has two audiences. He thinks
Double
he
M
has
says, are you
a,
reviewing Barbie? No, I'm not going to see it. Review Oppenheimer? I will when it finally comes out on a home service, but I'm not going to the movies to see it, so I'll review it when it's available at home.
He'll never go to a movie theater ever. He's never going to go to another
Ambulatory,
movie
I
theater.
feel I agree with
again.
you. Because I was watching retrospectives on GTA 5 or GTA series and GTA 4.
He like Phil, just go to a fucking theater and go see Oppenheimer. Or go see Barbie. I don't give a fuck. Go see one of those movies. Yeah, why leave his house? Like, it really has become Aqua Saber. Like, he just doesn't. It's so weird. I've never seen someone other than like fucking Howard Hughes kind of thing not want to leave his house. Like, he's just so. I don't want to go anywhere. But what he's gonna do is, if he watches Oppenheimer, he's gonna crouch down, he's gonna crouch like this, watching it on his phone, and then the fact is, like, Phil, that's not. I want to see Oppenheimer also. He hates being seen outside with Kat. Yeah, no, that's why it's like anybody wants to say, oh, he's got a fat fetish. No, you don't. You know, ain't got no goddamn fat fetish. He doesn't want to be seen with Kat. Kat embarrasses him because she's gained weight. He can't watch it in theater. He can't prep his book report when he can't pause. Well, but Aqua Saber, he doesn't even watch this book report. Like, his book reports are bad. Like, that really, like, the way he does this, if that's how he did fucking book reports, it really does show he does not know how to watch anything. It's shitty movie reviews.
Actually has some of the most detailed aspects.
I don't have a car and need to get
when I
played
GTA 4, that was the first GTA I ever played. By the way, I never played the trilogy. 4 was the first one I ever played.
Yeah.
I felt like I was in New York City. Like, seeing the way that the people walk around, talk randomly, interact with each other.
That Mario movie one is
organic.
The Mario movie one shows he has no
I was blown away at that time. Remember, I'd been on a console game. No
film literacy.
And to see the games advance to that point where it really felt like a Sim City, you know, like Sim New York, I was like, holy shit, this is pretty crazy.
Yeah, since the photo cat doesn't go to groceries anymore.
There you go.
Yeah, he is so embarrassed about it.
All right, that's fine. Jade, you don't have to be over there today. It's all good. Hopefully I'll see you tonight for GTA, right? On the late stream.
Do you think it should be in the verse?
All right,
Cat
guys,
should
we
be
gotta wrap this
embarrassed
up.
to be
Remember,
seen with him.
I gotta get set up for the reaction
I mean, here's
so
the
thanks
thing.
everyone for listening. I would love your opinions on what we just talked about. Let me know your opinion.
Okay,
would you like to see me do live commentary over one of these
is
LTG videos? Would you like to see me do live commentary over Super 6 in general? I think it would be a fascinating thing to do.
I think what you should do is you should
thank you for watching the show.
You should go make some toast.
I very much look forward to a fun day of streaming with all of you.
Yeah,
thanks for hanging out with me today and supporting.
Had to watch it on
I will see you tomorrow to let you know how it went. Peace out. See you then.
Really?
Excuse me.
Go fuck yourself. Stop clearing your goddamn throat in the microphone, you fucking mongoloid. Also, look at this. Like, this is what Phil honestly thinks he looks like. He thinks he looks like this. Phil, you do not look like this.
Okay.
Now for a long
break, let's get set up.
Tism to switch channel, dude. He should fall asleep in front of some viruses. Honestly, he should give a blowjob to a 12 gauge.
You know, we talked about that on the podcast. That's it. Now we're going to do my thing. I guarantee you, people are going to fucking obsess about that. They're going to be talking about it all day. They're going to be making videos about it and shit. It's like, dude, that's like one very small thing that I wanted to talk about today. Right? One little piece of
like that was a big thing, Phil, because you have nothing else to talk about.
Content to talk about, topic. But to some people that are like, oh my god, Phil talking about LTG, it's like, you know, the end of the world, and now we gotta fucking obsess over that shit all day long. You wanna know what the names of those people are? Losers. Okay.
Hey, do you know what the name of somebody who spends like all this time talking about an LTG segment and then won't doesn't want to do a collab with them? You know what their name is? Faggot. So, sorry. Rather be a no-life loser than a goddamn 40-year-old faggot. Sorry, Phil. Yeah, he talked about it in a fucking length. And snorting to the mic. People hate the throat clears come off as really fucking, yeah. Sorry, came off farming stuff and Battle Network and what's in my head. It's so he wants the drama. Yeah, you're right, Tarbell. It's all he talked about was that.
Here we are. I will see you for GTA 5. Sounds good. Okay. All right. Let us end the stream. You will see a link on your screen that says head over to DSP Reacts. Head over there. Instead of that stream, get that
How
going.
did you know?
Take a break,
Roddy Boomer, how did you know I'm British?
And go from there. All right. Thank you all. Thanks for watching. Great show. And see you on DSP Reacts. Peace out.
I mean, so think about it, like, so 12:30 his time, he completely clocked out on that. Like, yeah. That was, he went out early, but yeah. Let's see if there's any other thing good. Yeah, Daily Talk Show, yeah.
I hate Nelson's parties. He makes you look at his baseball cards and tell him they're good. They're not good.
I don't like him. I'll bet Nelson won't even have gift bags.
Unthinkable.
Is that legal?
Wait, what if nobody goes? He can't kill all of us.
He's right. Individually, we are weak, like a single twig. But as a bundle, we form a mighty faggot.
Well said.
I love that. I love that bit. Together we form a mighty faggot. They had to put the definition on there, like, don't cancel us, guys. I mean, it's like, and this is the thing. Nobody gives a fuck about like his. Let's see if Aqua Teal's got anything. There's a little bit. See if Aqua Teal's got any videos and stuff. I can't do that. No, not the vet visit. No, I'm gonna get mad again. Oh, Aqua Teal must be on vacation or something. I haven't seen anything. That's okay. That's okay. Aqua Teal deserves it. She does a lot of good work. Ooh.
This is how to play the game.
Oh, she is? I mean, maybe she is on vacation. I don't know. I haven't been keeping up. Like,
Oh my
I
God!
don't remember. Like, I don't have the newsletters of when people go, you know.
Shit!
I'm guessing she just might
That
be
is
on
an
vacation
epic
or something.
fucking
and
intro,
taking a
dude.
detox,
And I have
which
to
is
warn
fine.
everyone.
Does a lot of good
Warning.
work.
What you may see right now is going to be absolutely disgusting.
Snort.
Sound good?
Snort.
I actually had relations with Machinima in 2009.
Bill. Oh, you're not. You had relations? You had relations. I'm sorry. I've never heard anybody said you've had relations other than some like crusty boomer trying to say that they had an affair with somebody.
Before I ever partnered with them in 2011, I forgot all about that because they actually tried to scam me.
I had forgotten all about that shit. Yeah, they tried to pull like a bait and switch scam on me with the Respawn channel, and I ended up not doing business with them for 2 years because they tried to be dishonest with me. And I can actually...
And yet, so they scammed you, and yet you still did business with them later. Huh? Like, I don't get that, Phil. Why would you ever... Here's something. I would love to know. Why would you ever work with someone who tried to scam you before? Like, normally people don't do that. Normally they're not dumb to do that.
Actually show you those emails and everything. Let's see. So that was my first relation. Then, you know, I started talking with Hutch, and Hutch basically introduced me to Machinima and got me partnered with them.
It makes sense if I don't
and then,
think about it.
Man, I'm trying to think. I think the first major thing after being partnered with them would just be seeing some of the money I was making, which was ridiculously exorbitant back in the day. It's nothing like what I make today. I mean, it was wild and nuts how much money was to be made just on ad revenue on YouTube. This was before crowdfunding or anything. It was wild, okay? And then, probably the major things with them would have been like the E3 trip in 2012, how they planned all of that out and how weird it was planned and how ridiculously it was planned. Because I've actually never told you guys the full story. I told you a story that spun it positively because I was working with Machinima at the time.
You're the biggest hypocrite on the planet.
I couldn't actually tell you the truth about how what a shit show that entire trip was. How they ran it insanely poorly. It was chaotic. It was
yeah, and Snort Burnell's got to like think about that. Like Machinima was a terrible. Everyone knew they were terrible. They fucked a lot of other people over, but Phil defended them and all that. And besides his E3 coverage, he just did it from the hotel instead. He didn't go out there. Like this is the reason why nobody. It's like Phil, this is why they stopped asking you things. And basically, once they dropped your ass, you had nothing.
Disorganized. It was a mess. It was a bunch of kids getting drunk and being stupid. It was really dumb. So
drunk and
basically,
being stupid.
I'm going to tell you the real story about that now. But I have some emails and things to kind of corroborate what I said back in the day.
Kind of corroborate? What?
Emails and things to kind of corroborate what I said back in the day. And I can show you that stuff now. And now I'm trying to think, like, what's the next thing? Because there's, like, different things that happened over the years. I guess the next major thing would have been the contract renegotiation, where they renegotiated for way less money, and a bunch of YouTubers jumped ship after that, because no one was expecting them to just start paying you less money when you didn't do anything wrong, but they did. And then I guess the next one would have been... Let me see here. The Content ID debacle, where in late 2013, Content ID hit YouTube for the first time, and everyone was getting all their videos claimed and couldn't make any money on them, and so you had to basically become a managed partner in order to avoid that, and I did. Luckily, I became a managed partner with them. And then I think, that's when Machinima got weird, because, like, in the year of 2014 and 2015,
they got weird.
All of a sudden they started being buddy-buddy, and they started trying to constantly trying to meet with you and get into, like, promotional opportunities, but also sending free games and stuff. And it was weird, because I've been partnered with them since 2011, and it wasn't until, like, 2014, 2015 that they started actually acting like a partner company, and I was like, it's weird.
Essentially, what it really was is that they were overpaying him,
besides E3, and I was like, now all of a sudden they're, like, all over
to go down.
Then, of course, we got...
Like, remember, his views started to go down in 2012.
This is how you don't play.
Oh my god!
And how Machinima interjected themselves into that discussion. I never wanted them to be involved.
Yeah, this is where I don't believe him at all. I don't believe... Well, here's the thing, Okami. Butt stuff he probably wouldn't find weird because he's got a scat fetish. But yeah, I don't believe him at all when he says they interjected. That, I think, is a complete lie. I mean, Phil, you literally said, you have fucking said before that you thought Evil AJ should have been taken out by the white coats. Like, you can't walk this shit back. Like, Phil, you said this shit. You know, this is shit that has been said. So we know that you were part of this. Like, you can't the fact is you used Machinima as your attack dog. Now of course you've got, you know, your little puppy dog. But you use your fucking attack dog in Machinima to do all that for you. And why should we believe that, oh, you didn't want to? Phil, unless you've got email that actually says, yeah, you didn't, that says, no, don't do that, please don't. I don't believe you at all. And there's no reason to believe you. Because you have such a proven track record of lying. So, yeah.
They got themselves involved. They were the ones who said, we want to take down This Is How You Don't Play videos. We want to claim those videos to make ad revenue.
And yeah, I agree with Storm now. I think Pig Roach begged Machinima for help to destroy Detractor channels back then. Yeah. Yeah. Reminder, he tried to scam Machinima and Laveria by knowingly signing contracts with the wrong legal names on them. Yeah, which makes sense, because then it would be like, oh, if they try to breach a contract, oh, that's not my legal name, and then it would be like, oh no, you signed that in good faith. We know he was part of his cancer when he got baited by the fake MC and he wanted to still be able to strike people. Yeah, he has called people criminals in the past. If it was against his wishes, it definitely doesn't seem like it. Yeah. No, the thing is that no one's gonna believe that shit. He's really trying to retcon his past, and there's way too much videos that he can retcon.
For us, I didn't care, but they were the ones who were actively doing it.
No, you did care. If you didn't care, why was it that all that stuff you said some fucking, you hated Evil AJ for years and years. Like, you basically, you fucking called him insane.
Doing that, and I actually have emails showing how they're talking about doing it and what their strategy was and everything. And I was like, I mean, I'll just go with the flow. You guys are the company who's my partner network. You're the legal expert.
Look at that. He said, go with the flow. Phil, it sounds like, what it sounds like is the emails he won't. Phil, that sounds like you were complicit in that. It sounds like you were fucking complicit. Yeah. There's a screenshot of him asking someone to strike Snort Brunel and GTG's channels. Like, he really thinks he can get away with that kind of stuff. And he won't.
It's not me. I have nothing to do with it.
Oh my god, he's drinking piss.
Don't worry.
So I got those emails to show you. And then, of course, we got the false copyright strike saga in 2015, where DSP Gaming got hit with a ton of false copyright strikes. And yes, Machinima advised me to delete hundreds of videos off my channel, as you'll see, in order to avoid more copyright strikes. Then we've got, I think there's one more thing that happened in 2016, but I can't remember what it was. And then, of course, we got the breakup saga.
The 2016, I believe, would be the incident, where, you know, you probably got everybody who had the footage of the incident taken down. Yeah, he said, I don't care if Shake said negative. A-okay with channels getting destroyed after saying you suck DSP, but let a company claim anything of his and watch the rage and salt flow. Yeah, like he deleted so many of his podcasts because they got copyright claimed. He is so salty about that. But it's like, Phil, you take only fan submissions instead of buying off of someone like from Fiverr or some shit like that. You don't do that. Nope. Okay, this is what you're gonna do now, huh, Phil? Okay.
Which was 2017, when basically I had a big falling out with Machinima during the adpocalypse, where they were not treating me with respect and they were just ignoring me for like 2-3 weeks and not really helping me.
Phil, the fact is Phil, you even said it during that time. You went over their head. Hey, Dwight Race. Like, yeah, just claims. No strikes, no C&D sent. Yeah, it was, yeah, just claims. And yeah, just claims, and he deleted like a year's worth of pre-streams for that. Because he was probably mad that they would take his money, and he would get like negative money. It really is. He's so fucking greedy. I would bet good money Phil will selectively show emails that doesn't paint him in a bad light at all. You can't, yeah, he cannot, oh, that's true. Yeah, he cannot tell the truth to save his life. And he's just so bad. But here's the thing. I think he's dumb enough, Sins, that he'll put something there that will show, that will be able to, you know, that will show a lie, because he's just not that smart. But yeah, it's,
while my business was falling apart all around me.
Well, that's your own fucking fault, dude. Like, that's the thing. You have basically, like, they were telling you, and you had to wait, and then when you felt you were waiting too long, you went around their head and went up the ladder, and they told you do not do that, because guess what? You follow the chain. Like, you felt like you were better than them, and you just got so mad, and so either they threw you off, or you had a temper tantrum and you left, and they're like, okay, and then when you're like, I want to come back, they're like, no. And you got so mad at that. Like, I remember Slow Beef's talking about when Phil left Machinima years ago. Now, Slow Beef was under the impression that Phil also talked about his CPM, which he might have. I don't know. I wasn't around back then. So if he talked about his CPM, that's also a thing they'll drop your ass real fast.
And they gave me arguably some of the worst advice I had ever saw in my life. Like, seriously, I had never seen such bad advice. I kind of don't want to spoil what it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, I kind of don't want to spoil yet, because I think that'll actually be pretty interesting for you.
See, if he talked about his CPM, if he actually mentioned what he got for his CPM, that is, I believe, would be against the contract. That would have dropped. They would have dropped his ass. That would have been the thing of, yeah. He mentioned that on renegotiated CPM got tanked, and which is something he should not be talking about. He shouldn't be talking about, yeah, I'm sure his CPM got tanked because the fact is he was losing viewers. And he doesn't get it. He was losing viewers by the time he got to a year after Machinima, he was losing viewers.
To see for yourself. But the advice they were giving me during the adpocalypse was one of the most ludicrous suggestions I've ever heard in my life. But I can't wait to show you, because I saved everything. So I have all of these. What I need to do is in the next week sit down and sort them.
Saved everything except for the contracts. Didn't save a contract. Won't show the contract. He didn't, probably because he just signed it blindly. Also, he probably doesn't want to show the contract because it would show that the name was spelled wrong. Yeah. Obviously, you're right. He still thinks deleting videos is a good move.
Them into these topics, and basically get them available to load into my capture software to show you the emails that are kind of the most important. Here's the thing. I'm not kidding you. I have hundreds of emails.
I really think that he watches too much WWE.
Because it feels like,
WWE.
no, I'm not
What
lying,
the
dude.
fuck
It
are you
feels like,
talking
it
about?
really feels like he tries to make his channel like that, where it's full of drama.
People hound for it. People have this innate desire for drama and attention and seeing, oh my god, the new thing about this and that. I'm only here for the drama.
All right? I mean, just yesterday, I sent myself 4 emails, and each one had about 10 to 20 emails in it. And now
I sent myself emails. What the fuck? He sent himself emails. So the fact is he sent himself emails, meaning that he could lie. He's not going to show you the original emails. Why won't you show the original emails? Just block out the person's name and all that. Everything else is fine. Like, I don't understand why he's sending himself these emails. It's like, you just know, now you can't trust them. He won't show the original emails.
now I worked on it again last night, and I probably got another... Let's see here. Wow. Probably another, I'm not even kidding you, another 50 to 60 emails.
Yeah, he's not smart to save all that. He's more too lazy to delete them, which is definitely true. Yeah. He's telling you he's going to lie to you. That's why. Yeah. Like, the fact that he actually would say that he's emailing himself is the fact is, Phil, why don't you show the original emails? And the thing is, he's looking at it on his phone. Like, does he not actually use his computer to pull up these emails? Like, you could literally put them in a PowerPoint file. Yeah, like, well, here's the thing, Ramen. He's claiming he's going to put that on there, but the fact is, you're probably going to see it, and you're going to see, like, wait, this person's... I bet you at least one time somebody else from Machinima is going to write an email that you're just like, this seems like how Phil talks. Because, and people are going to call him
Wow.
out.
So, yeah, I got some work to do. I basically have to sort through all...
Because I was going to say, like, the whole thing was striking, like, didn't... No, Tevin got struck down, got a... I think they tried to strike Tevin's channel from, I think Leanna tried to do that. No. Yeah, Leanna tried to do that. Can't wait for him to say the wrong thing about the wrong person running his mouth. I mean, as I said, JG, I was saying earlier, the NDAs still exist. If the fact is that somebody wanted to go after him, there's nothing he could do.
All of that. And wow. So, yeah, I got some work to do. I basically have to sort through all of that. And I have to make it so that it makes sense and it's interesting. I don't want to just show...
He has a notebook right there. He uses his phone to look up emails. Yeah, still right. Because he's a boomer. Like, the laptop is only for chat and to look up. It really does make me wonder if he had a different email for Machinima. The Machinima may have wanted their own email where they could, you know, talk to him and not be, you know, stuck in the spam filter.
Show you 400 emails and be like, okay, here we are. Now, I want to tell stories with these emails, you see? So I need to categorize.
Yeah, you're completely right, JG. Yeah, they're under Warner Media. They're valid NDAs, which is probably why he can't show them contracts, as I can't believe he wouldn't have a copy. Well, here's the thing. He doesn't want the real earnings becoming visible to see how much he's made and pissed away. Like, we already kind of... I'll say this. My belief is that his first contract, he was probably making about $250,000 to $300,000 a year. That sounds about right. And it wasn't, I think, until, you know, I can't remember when he actually had to renegotiate. But that first renegotiation probably knocked him down a whole lot. No, the Machinima thing's going to be an all-day thing, Sins. And it's a 45-minute...
It's hilarious because my detractors say that my life has been a bunch of sagas, kind of like an anime, right? There's this saga, then that saga, the false copyright saga, the DDoS saga, the swatting saga, the incident saga, this saga, that saga. As dumb as that sounds, when it comes to Machinima, yeah, it kind of makes sense for this event to me to sort it like that.
Yeah, it has been sagas.
And so that way I can have...
It's been sagas because the fact is that you've got, like, you know, the incident saga, there's the hospital arc. Like, he really... He does not understand. It's like, Phil... his life's one long pathetic saga. I mean...
have, like, talking points for each story I want to tell, and then show up the corroborating emails that are pertinent to that story. You see? So, this is going to be pretty cool. Because it's actually, I mean, this is my 15-year anniversary coming up, right? This event essentially will be covering the years of, like, 2009 through early 2017. It's going to be kind of a trip down memory lane of all this stuff that kind of happened to me and Machinima was involved with.
He can make
and
emails in the
fully disclosing it for the first time. I've never fully disclosed the truth behind any of this stuff because I worked with the company, and obviously...
There's always a new catastrophe anytime Phil claims to be doing good. When he claims things are looking good, a new issue crops up for him to cry and beg over. Yeah, Aqua Saber, that's the thing. Just continually cry and beg.
You're working with a company, and they're the ones who are paying you. You don't want to be talking junk about them. You don't want to be showing their shortcomings and the problems that you had with them. And a lot of the times, I did hold my tongue when it came to Machinima, because I knew you know what they say, you don't bite the hand that feeds you.
Yeah, you tell a story.
I'm hypocritical.
No, Dwight, you're right. It makes people not believe you.
Well, nobody should believe hypocritical.
Because he lies all the time.
You'll see what I mean when we get with this event next week. It's 1 week from today, but it's not here. It's over on DSP Reacts all day long. So first we're going to be reacting to the June the King documentary about this, but then I'm going to be doing this entire saga myself, all right? Where basically I go through my whole history with this company and show you the ups and downs that I had with them, all right? Should be pretty fun. It's something unique and different and interesting for React content. I hope that you'll join me. Plus, by the way, there'll be food and other fun stuff going on that day, too. It's not just that. There'll be other stuff. We'll be talking and chilling.
Food!
You know what I mean? So there you go. All right. So, very nice, guys. That's coming up. And, you know, all I need to do now is basically, like I said, sort the emails, and I'll be good to go for that event. You know me. I'm good at talking and telling stories.
Phil's a scam artist.
I never viewed it as serious work. Ever. He did, apparently. I mean, if you take a look at some of the things that he said in the video that he made about me in 2015, that's shocking to me. Some of the stuff that he said, you know, about it. Because I always felt like that was my time to unwind and just spend time with a friend. To him, he was like, oh, well, Phil would never spend time outside of recording. Well, that's because the time we were recording, we were making money while also being friends.
See, this is the thing that Phil doesn't understand. What it was is that, think about it, was you always had to, he always had to record at Phil, I believe he almost always recorded at Phil's place. So Rambo had to spend money to go down. It was like, what, an hour away to go do this stuff? Like, he really, like, yeah, the fact is that it was never Phil saying, hey, Rambo, let's when we come down, or Rambo, I'm going to come, you know, tell me when your day off is, and come up and chill out and hang out with you. Like, there was never that. You're almost on board the theory that DSP has the tism now. Like, I'm completely on board. Like, the fact is that if his spurging out about numerical game ratings is not, it's the idea that he has to, everything is all set in the schedule. It's like, yeah, no, he's got tism. He's got tism. When he's swaying back and forth is definitely a tism thing. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah. And that's the thing. Like, you shouldn't believe him, but there's a few dick-sucking detractors that give... Yeah, I like... What Rambo basically was saying here is he's saying that, yeah, Phil never won... Whenever Phil hung out, they were only doing it for money. What Phil can't understand is that what Rambo is really saying is that you never really were his friend. You just... You know, once that became... It was just only about the money. And that's the problem. Speaking of tism, there's a study that autistic kids deal with rules and it parallels DSP stories of his childhood. Yeah, I mean, yeah, anyone can see he was using Rambo. That's the thing. That's the thing. Phil can't understand that he was using Rambo. And even if he was unintentionally doing it, you can tell it built up a lot of resentment. I mean, and he'll never understand that the thing of him having that BMW while other people weren't getting paid was really a bad look. And he will never understand that. And yeah, you gave John pennies for gas, and you even admitted that you lowballed him. And they might have been true friends, but once money came into the picture, you put that above. Yeah, because here's the thing. If it had been like they had, you know, oh, he had given Rambo, let's say, a good bit of money. He does not want to understand. You're right, Dwight. He doesn't want to understand.
Having a good time chilling. Like, I felt like those were hangout sessions. I didn't think those were
if they were hangout sessions, you wouldn't actually put the camera on.
Serious work sessions. My serious work sessions were me busting my ass 6 other days a week, recording 12 hours a day, pumping out videos for YouTube by myself.
Like, wow. Phil, I'm going to say this. The way he did YouTube is not hard work. Yeah, the meeting with respect to PAC that didn't happen over taco shit said a lot. The fact that they had to leave over financial reasons is the big slap in the face. To pay them. And the fact that he then talked about that, like, it was obvious in Phil's grug brain. He's thinking, oh, I said I got the taco shits, and he thought he'd have more time. He thought he could kind of get maybe a little bit of time out of them. And more than likely what it was is, whether he had the taco shits, I believe also is that he had other excuses as to why he couldn't reschedule this meeting. He couldn't reschedule it. And then everybody figured out he was doing the runaround and they left. And Phil, that was, to me, I believe that was really the big thing that caused Rambo and Howard to caused Howard to basically like, fuck this guy. And Rambo started really, and then once Phil left is when Howard was able to tell Rambo, dude, he just kind of was using you. It also didn't help that, Phil, you drunk called him at like 2 in the morning your time, which is like 5 in the morning, or midnight your time was like 3 in the morning his time. Like, that man has a job.
No, that was work. Hanging out with him was fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yet you had to have the camera there to record it and to get money. Like, Phil, what he's basically saying is you never hung out with him at a time when it wasn't about where you weren't getting paid. Once you got to YouTube, you were always, you had to get paid for it. It's like, yeah, making money off of Rambo was fun, and he will never understand that. It's like, because remember, here's the thing, when he loses his house, he has to go back to Connecticut. And some of those people are going to be waiting for his ass. He's been saying some lot of shit, you know.
But I guess he just didn't feel that way.
So
he'll never understand. Phil will never understand that, you know what? Maybe because you didn't pay him and you were making all the money off of that friendship, it didn't feel like a real friendship. It'd be like if I hung out with my friends and I basically was doing something that we were all doing together and I was the only one benefiting off of it. They're like, no, that's not cool. And we have to go back to Daddy Dave. Like, Mama Linda will let him back in if he stays married to Kat and he gives her grandbabies. If Kat leaves him, I could see Daddy Dave taking a conservatorship.
So,
and forcing him to get a job.
I hate to tell you this. This is a real job, and it actually is one of the more challenging, if not the most challenging job I've ever had in my life.
I can't believe he actually fucking said that. I can't believe he actually fucking said that. This is the most challenging job he's ever had in his life. No, Phil. Retail can be rough. You gotta be on your feet all day. Doing content, not that rough.
Stones some other poor souls would have. And pain of death, most likely. My sisters asked you to help put an end to the pickpocketing. Then we all want the same thing.
He thinks he's hilarious. Hey, Detractor Maiden, how's it going?
By the way, last hour of today's stream, again, guys, please support the stream if you can. As simple as liking it. Please, we're at 78 likes. Let's get to 100. All right? Members, we're at 538. Let's get a few more members by the end of the stream. 545 is the goal for the day. Let's hit 540 by the end of the stream. Tips, I mean, dude, it's $6.
Yeah,
to
40
hit the
going
tier
on
1
4.
tips goal. These are easy things you guys are sitting here enjoying. Please support. All right? Like, that's his whole shtick, is that he's just constantly asking people for money. Thank you, guys. Chill stream, and for those who did support the stream, thank you.
Fucking 1 minute,
Let's
man.
adjourn
Wow.
for now. I'm coming back tonight. As you can see,
Not
tips
good.
were abysmal. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck, the back of my head,
Okami,
the back
have him
of my
do
mind,
your job
and it's
for a
always
day.
telling me
Talk about
it's
challenging
WWE
work.
Champions time. I love it. I love it. is a mobile game addict. Phil has indoctrinated children who send him money, blatantly milking for money. It's
Since
a money
I don't
pit.
understand it
It's
either.
Gone, just gone like that. In an instant, fucking gone. I just care about money. That I just can't help it. I eBay. Contributions are mandatory, but I need your help.
Contributions are
I'm
mandatory.
appealing directly to you.
Prayer hands in the chat.
No decency, no respect, no common sense, no fucking maturity. Is the guy who just doesn't get reality.
Well, I will not, since I will not be, I'm not going to be taking a look at DSP versus the internet. Yeah, other folks will be able to stream that, and so I'm gonna. Oh yeah, no attention. Yeah, he can never do physical labor. But he thinks that this is so challenging. It's like, this isn't like, no, it's not, no, not challenging at all. But so I will, I'll catch you guys later. I don't know when the next time I'm going to restream. It might be next week. I don't know. I do need to also work on This Is How You Don't Play. I haven't done a whole lot since I uploaded it Tuesday, and I haven't worked a lot on it since, so I got to go do that. But I will catch you all next time.
Tip, we get a big ups to Darcy DeFlo and add his song to the playlist. No. What is up, everyone? Hello, hello, and welcome. Only mic was on. It's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello, hello, hello. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Turn up my neckphones. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. What's up, Jamie? Yo, yo. Good to see you here today. Are you ready for this? Yo, yo. You know what time it is. Yes, Jay. It's time to go. Shout out to all my niggas from Guadalajara, Aquatic. I'm cruising in my blue Corolla. I need that money to be a high roller. Trapped and made a controller. She's crying downstairs, so I have to console her. Swimsuit model with eating disorder. Spent $200 on her DoorDash order. Yo, just a fucking crook with a fucking crooked jaw. False flagging out channel with my puppy dog. I committed fraud, and I got low teeth. I'm a low teeth god. False flagging, mundane maggot. Phil's fat, Phil's a faggot, Phil's a loser, Phil's a beggar. Arnold, Phil's a nigger. Right? How do you say? Brunel's a nigger, right? Very nice. All right. Let us continue. It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. I got 2 big bills coming next week. One more chance to save the best streak. I'm going full mask off. It's not that deep. It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. I got 2 big bills coming next week. One more chance left to blow. You ready? It's time to go. It's time to flow. Whoa. They thought I fell off. No. Like a prime D rose, I be dunking on these hoes. Turn you into T-part, striking a T-pose. So let me tell you now what the story is. They call me DSP. Notorious. I'm cruising and wrenching, fast and furious, with my homie Pastor Eric Miller. He's bi-curious.
They don't have nearly what it takes to be a man. And since I took their manhood, that's mine now, so I ain't giving it back.
My trolls are always watching me, waiting for another disaster stream. They won't even give me a piece of peace or like a whole fucking team locking onto my stream like a detractor beam. I can't get rid of night sober. I'm losing my mind and I'm losing supporters. Detractors are bending me over. Just another con in this Ludwig world order. And now I'm seeing so much clearer as I sit here staring into Dark Dave's mirror and all of my fears and all that I see. The raw DSP, bottom feeder, cult leader. It's 3 a.m. and I still can't sleep. I guess this is all I will ever be. This is just how time flows. Until it's time to go. It's gonna take years of effort to try to dig myself out of this fucking hole. It really is. And it sucks. I hope that someday I'll get out of it. I don't know if I ever will. I may be living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, begging for fucking tips and shit on stream for the rest of my life. Like, it's been tough. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. Yeah. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. Yeah.
you know, like